Our second action here from Talladega Superspeedway in the DSA Racing Group, and the moment has finally arrived for our first special event of 2026. This is the DSA 500 live from Talladega Superspeedway. Full-length race, full 500 miles, full 188 laps. We have some returning faces from the Cup Series. We have some new faces for this event, and a couple of rule changes as well. No stages. It's a straight race to the checkered flag. It is gonna be a fun one. Hello everybody, welcome back to the DSA Racing YouTube channel. Up here in the commentary booth is me, Dwayne Crespo. Joining me alongside here today is Carter Brockmeyer, who you may know in the Cup Series. And we got a new addition to the commentary booth here today for this special event. Michael Legermont is here up joining us as well.
Hello.
Now guys, full length race, 500 miles, top 5 payout. A lot is on the line here today. What do you think is about to go down, and what do you think the key strategy is here tonight with no stages?
Well, first of all, gas. Gas is more important than tires, more important than anything. You have to get the right amount of gas. You got to be with a pack. You cannot go in by yourself, otherwise you'll lose the entire pack and you're done.
And of course we have, like we said, tons of new additions here as well. It's looking so far like a 22 car field here at Vegas, so just a little bit shorter than our normal Cup Series race here at Vegas, but it should still be very fun. And with how long this race is and drivers only having one faster pair per usual, it's gonna get chaotic very, very quickly. Now, practice coming to an end here in about 2 minutes. Still very early predictions, but boys, who do you have winning this race? Carter, let's start with you. Who do you think will climb up from the top here in this very early prediction?
Davin Thornhill.
Davin Thornhill.
Wow. I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say the same thing.
You gotta pick a different one now, bud.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Dominic Luba. He's going to do it.
Davin Thornhill, newcomer going into the event. He put up the fastest lap time in practice at one point. Now he's dropping all the way to 4th. Dominic Luba, also another member here going into the event, seemed pretty quick in practice here as well. I'm going to go and try and see a different approach here. I'm going to be honest, I still don't really have my pick like set in stone real quick, but I'm gonna pull one from my back like last race 2 days ago. Give me Caleb DSA to win this race. We saw what he did 2 days ago. DSA was absolutely on fire. That's 2 heartbreaks back to back for DSA. Give me Caleb DSA to redeem himself with this special event win.
I mean, you can't go 3 heartbreaks in a row, could you?
Hopefully that is not the case here tonight.
Every oval race for me is a heartbreak, so I guess you can.
Well, here we go. Practice coming to an end as we get ready to send things off here in qualifying, where things are going to get spicy very, very quickly. Here we go. Qualifying coming your way. And here we go. Qualifying officially underway as everyone starts getting into their cars to do their 2 laps. 5-minute time limit per usual. Let's ride on board here with my pick, Caleb DSA, going out for his outlap. Everyone else joining in. Let's do this, gentlemen.
Here we go.
We got a long, long day ahead of us.
Hope you guys have your snacks. It's going to be a long one, boys.
I have my snacks ready. I have my water ready.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm still sore from doing the 6 hours of Imola. That was a wreck fest itself. Hopefully this is some better racing here.
DSA, purple sector through 1 and 2, now through 3 and 4.
Watch Cole Christopher. He got the pole Thursday, and Definitely looking for payback for today.
Here are our first few laps of qualifying. Let's see, he goes all the way to the top. Here in the first laps of quali. Here we go. Lap 1 officially underway for most of these drivers. Matthew Hill on his lap, Thornhill on his lap, Halligan, DSA, Corbett, Duran, Cody Payer, I believe, also in his first lap. Everyone starting to pounce in here.
I wonder if we're going to have anybody starting from the back on purpose. That could be a strategy today because most of these drivers do not know how the other drivers are racing. We got a lot of new people here and a lot of established people. So people are going to be confused and not going to be able to read right. So let's see how many people don't even set a lap at all.
And like you kind of said, there's some drivers here don't really know each other well. A lot of new faces, so they really don't know how they operate, how they personally drive. So we could see a disaster. Let's say, for example, pushing on the corners. A lot of drivers may not be comfortable with that, and that could mess up a lot of nights here at Dega.
53.9, that's the bench so far.
And taken away,
53.95 for
Duan Corbett in the number 9 Chevy on provisionary pull with a 53.91. Quickly got taken away from DSA. Cody Payer in 3rd. It's going to be Presley Bromberg in 4th.
Wow, that's impressive.
Corbett, one of the new faces going here into the DSA Racing Group running this event. Payer, very slow so far. DSA also slowing. Corbett, also not looking like it's going to prove his lap time.
Davin Thornhill, P4, 53.954. They're close up front.
Hunter Halligan up into the top 5. Matthew Hill also put up a lap time on 7th.
There's a tie for 4th.
Oh, look at that. Davin gets it since he set the lap time first.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Luba coming out the pits now.
Cody Payer remains in 3rd. Corbett still the man to beat up in those leaderboards. Matthew Hill and Zachary Evans with green sectors, yellow for Thornhill and Halligan. Can Thornhill improve? This is going to be his 2nd lap time, I believe. No, will not find it. Jaden Duran up into 6th, though. Jaden 2 days ago at the Cup Talladega race, who was involved in a couple of incidents. We'll see if he can make a bounce back here. Here comes his lap time in. What does he got? No improvement for Duran as well. And now we pay attention to another driver that looked pretty good in qualifying 2 days ago. Zachary Evans, who lined up side by side with Cole Christopher in the front row. And if DSA wasn't my pick, Evans is one of my picks. As Zachary Evans goes all the way to 2nd to the front row once again. A repeat of 2 days ago.
What a lap. And that's close. Those boys are real close.
Oh, yeah.
It's a repeat from 2 days ago where Evans went up into the front row, but unfortunately was not enough to set the pole time. He's going to be in 2nd.
Dominic Luba finishing a lap right now. Let's see what that is.
Luba green. Evans in yellow, though.
Dominic Luba up to P7.
P7.
P7 for Luba gets past Duran and gets past Matthew Hill as the time limit will run out. And only 10 drivers will put in lap times. So, Michael, the strategy that you said, that may be the strategy that everyone is going for here tonight.
Right. It's gonna be weird. Maybe even pretty cool seeing all the drivers start to develop relationships throughout this race, working together, and see who's gonna not like each other coming out the start.
As here we go, getting ready to get things underway. Here's your starting grid for tonight's special event. Duan Corbett on pole position. Zachary Evans alongside him. Then it's Caleb DSA, Cody Payer, Davin Thornhill, Hunter Halligan, Dominic Luba, Jaden Duran, Matthew Hill, Presley Bromberg, Peter Smetna, Damon Gilbert. As we move along through the roster here, it's going to be George Bank, Nikki Kradanicek, Ryan Werp, Kevin Page, followed by Xavier Beauregard, Tim Pugel, Travis Eccles, Cole Christopher, and Justin Young will round off the grid here at Talladega. And those
How long do you think the first green lap running is going to be, boys? Do we want to take bets on that?
now,
Oh, no.
unlike 2 days ago, hopefully they know that this is gonna be a pretty lengthy race and they can calm themselves just a tiny bit. But if they manage to do that, I can definitely see this going about, I would say, 15, maybe 20 laps of green flag racing before we see the first caution.
I would say they'll at least make it through a pit stop.
Oh wow, I am not as confident in that.
Not as confident as these drivers. Do you think it's less? What's your pick?
10 laps.
Fair enough.
10 laps. These boys are gonna go 2-3 wide in 10 laps.
We've seen 3 wide for many laps last Thursday, and nothing unfolded really. So I have more faith in these guys than.
As the guys start to roll out, here is the national anthem. .500 miles, 188 laps awaits for us when the pace car rolls in. Dwan Corbett and Zachary Evans in the front row. Pace car rolling in. Shake off those nerves, get those
Here we
goosebumps away. This is the moment you've been waiting for. At the end of this 500 miles, who will be the one rising all the way to the top to get the checkered flag
Green flag,
first?
yeah.
Green flag.
Here we go.
And the DSA 500 is underway at Talladega.
Outside had a bad restart there. Evans drops low. Doran drops low. Outside has no one.
That outside lane, just like we saw 2 days ago, is starting to fade fairly quickly here, as the inside
Very
lane
quick.
seems to be the prominent one.
It's dominant until that outside builds that momentum back up, and as we've seen, they'll come up and then they'll fade back for about 10 or so laps.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
seems
just
like
like a
everyone in
back
that
and
top
forth.
line wants to get down to the bottom. They're kind of
Sitting log laps, that's the best option around this track.
There's no point of fighting for position right now. There's a long way to go.
And remember, even though points are not on the board here, there's still some prize money on the table, so a lot at stake here.
Everyone seems to be behaving themselves so far.
Complete inside line. I see one car on the outside.
And he is going to quickly try to go to the inside
Oh.
here. That outside completely destroyed as we start to see some try to pop out in the back, but that is going to be very, very tough to manage to get back up going. Not so much saving tires, but saving fuel, like you guys said, is going to be a very key factor in this race, especially, of course, with a full length of racing action ahead of us.
From what I've seen, you at least need 4 people in your pit strategy under green. You're not going to be able to do it with any less, because the bigger packs that go in will fly right by you as soon as they get together.
Top 5 right now: Corbett, Desai, Zachary Evans, Thornhill, and Luba. Caleb Desai already moving up to second. Evans dropped the position.
There, P5 and P6. P5 got a little loose coming into turn 1.
So you can already see that top half of the pack starting to make just a tiny gap there between the rest. Boys watching and everyone in the chat, grab your snacks and popcorn ready. This is going to be a long one. And try to get interactive here. Comment down below who you think will be the one winning this race.
It seems to be one car has already lost the pack there in the back.
Who is that? Who is that losing in the back?
I believe it is.
I'm looking at it right now. Number 87.
That's going to be Kevin Page.
Kevin Page. Yep. He's not too far. He looks like he's going to get it back. You do not want to lose that toe right now. Not at all. You will be a lap down before you can blink.
Starting to see some comments here in the live chat. We have a pick for Jaden Duran to win this race. Currently reciting in 6th, just shy off the top 5. There's a car there that's going to try to make that outside work.
Matthew Hill ducks down below the apron.
Gotta be careful when coming back up there.
He's going to end up at the back of the pack.
Tough mistake by Matthew Hill going under the apron.
He's going to need a caution real soon.
Here's Cody Payer, who's going to go on the Highland to try and get it going. He will have kind of a run here, as he's going to be side by side with Luba now.
Is he going to get it? Come down, buddy. Wow, what a move.
Wow.
Great move.
What a move.
Cody Payer, another one of those drivers that we saw running a great race 2 days ago in the Cup Talladega race. He's putting that showcase to work here once again. Great move there. Got 2 positions as he's going to try to go for it again. Very quiet, single file as of right now.
Yeah. Everyone knows they got to get to the end. Everyone's saving fuel.
So now the question really is going to come down to who wants to work with who. Who do you trust more here? As here comes Jaden Duran.
Trying to
I
do
don't
it back
think he'll
to
be
him.
able to do it.
No, he's not going to do that. Needs someone to get up behind him.
Side by side with Payer, trying to replicate the same move that he did, but looks like Duran is going to start to slowly fade here. Not as much momentum as Payer did.
He's going to lose 3 positions here. 2 positions.
That is if no one closes the gap there. Which it will.
And it looks like they will.
Right behind. Oh yeah, they closed the gap right behind the A&W car.
Another pick in the live chat, having Zachary Evans winning this race.
That gap might be big enough for him to slide into.
Oh, trouble!
Contact.
Oh.
Yep, contact.
Jaden Duran,
Yep.
trouble with the number 80 of Travis Eccles.
That was a silly move.
And that is going to be the first caution of this race. Duran and Eccles getting into it.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that coming. just enough. Oh, Kevin Page, car of 87, is in the pits due to connection issues also. So this caution might actually benefit him. See if he can get that stuff fixed up.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see the first caution coming out like that.
Yeah, just cleared himself too early. He had a gap. Too impatient. That's just... I mean, yeah.
Saw that coming, unfortunately.
Here's the replay of the incident. Yep, the tap of the 19 of Duran. Fortunately, Travis Eccles is there to collect it.
Yeah, just self-cleared himself. He cannot do that here. That is one of the many deaths you take here at Talladega.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to go and fit himself back into the inside lane to,
Caution on lap 7.
once again go into the groove, and just tough break for Eccles. Nothing he could really do there. Just some driver and spotter miscommunication by the 19 crew. It's gonna be Dwan Corbett still leading this race.
And Duran does seem to have some left front damage, so will we see him down pit lane?
So far, only one driver that I believe has gone down pit road, and that was Kevin Page, which was unfortunately due to connectivity issues. So no real pit road entries so far. We might see some right now.
Whoever hit
this
the wall
will change up.
The pit. Yeah.
This will change up maybe some strategies, because some might come from the back and have a longer run.
Out of turn 4, going through the trial over here. Pit lane, I believe, is going to be open now. Who's going to take it?
Hunter Halligan will have a little bit of aerodynamic damage right on his front left, so he might be a little
Things are
slow
all
here.
coming down.
Oh, true, my mistake. That wasn't the 80 of Travis Eccles. That was the 60 of Hunter Halligan.
Jaden Duran stays out.
We see a ton of drivers coming in.
Yes, sir. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the race out? Very important.
So we already have an exciting race off pit road here.
Number 9 on the way out.
Corbett.
30, 0, 5, 8, 77, 95, 54, 68, 25, 45. Number 90.
So only 4 drivers stayed out. Those being Pugil, Cole Christopher, Eccles, and Duran. Duran being involved in that wreck is actually going to stay out. What do you think about that call?
He's got some people out there with him.
Yeah, guys, my mistake. That was the 60 of Hunter Halligan that was actually involved with Duran, and not the 80 of Eccles, as Eccles will be one of the drivers that stays out. He's going to go into the top 3 here, but...
I believe Jaden Duran has a penalty, though.
Yeah, I believe Duran will get... Yeah, I believe Duran will get an end-of-line penalty for his incident. Tough luck for him, and of course, tough luck for Halligan being involved in it.
Yeah, that was a very impatient... That's a move I would have made.
Yeah.
As the first wave of pit cycles already completed, I believe we're about to go 1 to green this time by.
I don't know, Michael. I don't think he would have made it past the pace lap.
Yeah, that's why I'm a road course driver, Carter. That's why I'm a road course driver.
So your new top 5 after the pit cycle: Tim Pugil, Cole Christopher, Travis Eccles, Dwan Corbett, and Caleb Desai. Corbett and Desai being the only 2 in the top 5 that went down pit road this time by.
I wonder if anyone took tires. I doubt it.
As we have other drivers coming in this time by. Nikki coming in, Bark, Gilbert, Peter Smitna, Ryan Warp coming in. 5 more drivers going down pit road. As it will be a 1 to green
Just like
confirmed.
that. Cole Christopher's back up front here.
It'll be 95, 54, 68, and the 45. But some of the cars just pit. Just pit. I'm not sure why they're pitting again.
Intimidator on the inside and Kevin Harvick on the outside.
That'll be fun.
Well, Tim Pugel said that he wanted to try and run the Intimidator scheme one last time, see if he can redeem himself in the Intimidator here. Not a great display 2 days ago at Dega, and he is hoping for redemption.
At least you could say he led 1 lap.
And also tough for Kevin Page there. Fortunate connectivity issues. He's going to be 2 laps down here, I believe actually more.
Coming from experience, those connectivity issues, once you go ghost, it's very, very hard to come back from ghost.
Yeah.
So he could still race, but he's not going to get credit for anything.
Well, here we go, going into turn 4. As that first restart already shaking things up pretty wildly. Let's see how this restart is going to take us. And today's restart zone, sponsored by Race Rap Guy. Race Rap Guy, real world and NASCAR design brought into iRacing. If you want your own design, make sure to go to facebook.com/racerapguy. Drive fast, look faster. As pace car comes in.
Here we go.
Pugel and Christopher gonna lead us into the Race Rap Guy restart zone as we're back on the green at Talladega.
Some people from the back might get a big swing up here.
Christopher got low. Outside starting to fade again.
Yep.
Already starting to
Immediately
fade.
everyone
Corbett!
will be inside.
Contact! Caution comes out once again.
All
Corbett,
right.
same thing that happened with Duran, just trying to move down low, and Desai had his nose sticking out.
No one hit a wall. No one did anything. I know iRacing does precautions, but that shouldn't have been a caution.
Yeah, I believe everyone will be able to save it, but that was a scary, scary moment between Dwan and Caleb there. 2 of the biggest front runners so far, and that, just like that, not even a full lap under green after that first caution, we already have our second yellow being waved.
Didn't even make it out of turn 2.
Cautions breed cautions, don't they, boys?
Oh,
They sure do.
They sure do after this.
That's just unfortunate. I mean,
Who's going to get impatient now during this caution and end up making the next mistake during the next green flag? Because when I'm
you
under
get up
caution, I
front,
get
your
very
mentality's
impatient.
like, I'm up front now. I need to get down as fast so I don't lose all my track position, all that. But you just can't keep making the same mistakes with a different person, you know?
Absolutely.
And you also got to keep in mind, race control paying a wild eye, so this could be a end of line going towards the one that was deemed the major key point of that incident, which I believe in this case would go to Corbett. Here's the replay.
Which would be unfortunate because he's led the entire.
So here's the replay between the contact of the two. This is Caleb Desai in the 30, Dwan Corbett in the number 9 Napa. This is the same incident that happened between Duran and Halligan.
Yeah, anybody's going to be pitting now.
Let's see, Corbett coming in, trying to put himself into the inside lane. Desai has his nose sticking out. Yeah. I mean, he forced DSA under the yellow line, and well, Caleb doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
You can see everyone else behind him starting to check up, and if you were Davin looking in front of you and seeing that, what would be going through your mind?
Same caution as Duran and Halligan, just instead of the rear being hooked, it's gonna be the nose. So after that, top 5 stayed pretty much intact with the exception of Corbett, I believe, getting an end-of-line penalty here for the incident, which will move Davin Thornhill up into the top 5 coming to the restart.
There's no way around, but he should get a lucky dog.
There's race control info by Xavier Beauregard.
Alright, I'll get some then.
Cody Payer 6, followed by Zachary Evans, Presley Bromberg, Dominic Luba, and Hunter Halligan making his way back. That's going to be your top 10. Unreal.
Well, pretty interesting 14 laps, I'd say.
Well, I guess Michael really did win that bet. He got the under on the 10 laps.
Yeah, we've had 2 under 10 laps.
Every single bet
Wow.
going forward, I'm gonna listen to Michael every time now.
Yeah, right?
I was a gambling man.
I mean, being with him in the commentary booth for other series, this is the second time this has happened. I mean, come on.
And I know nothing about oval. Maybe that's what makes it so good.
Yeah, right? You're just assuming.
He's just here along for the ride. Pugil and Christopher are going to be side by side going into the green flag once again.
I think we're going to see some teamwork on the inside. I think Fugel will try to let that 29 down right behind him.
This could be great teamwork by Heroes Motorsports.
We need to start seeing some teamwork here. If anyone wants to overtake cleanly, it's in order to get that outside done.
They did it last time, so I assume they'll do it this time.
They either need to make up their mind of having a few people go to the outside, or just everyone stay on the inside, because they got a long race to go.
In Talladega, and I mean, you could say this for every super speedway, really. Teamwork is very, very crucial here, and we saw this pay off with Trevino and Hector Collazo getting the P1 and 2 finish for 23X1, or XI, I should say, for 23XI. So, could we see the same level of teamwork here from Heroes United Motorsports? I guess only time will tell. Here we go. Pace car rolling in. Tim Pugil, Cole Christopher on the front row. Row 2, Caleb DSA and Travis Eccles. Row 3, Cody Payer and Davin Thornhill as they start rolling in into the race wrap guy restart zone. And here we go. Green flag back underway at Talladega for our second restart of the night.
Immediately down to the inside, everybody goes.
Yep, that's that teamwork I was talking about.
That looks like it's going to be the move for every restart.
The outside
Now what they
line
need to
already
do
trading.
if you're anyone behind him, you need to separate those two. You cannot let those two teammates stay nose to tail.
Already through the backstretch and only 3 drivers up in the middle lane. And you're about to make that too. Biggest move so far that we've seen, from the looks of it, has been that great move by Cody Payer, running the high line, getting past 2 drivers. And now you'll see here the top 5 starting to distinguish themselves from the rest of the pack.
Kevin Page back on track. One car left in that top.
Only one lost up high so far. That is going to be Hunter Halligan.
And that's not going to last long. So no, now single file through the entire field.
Single file action has begun. And what we can't say, I didn't see this coming.
The best way to run the first half of this race, for sure.
It's really all conservation in the strategy department of things, especially with no stage breaks. It's a sprint all the way to the finish.
As the great Will Buxton used to say, to finish first you must finish.
I think that is definitely going to be one of the bigger challenges in this race, the fact that there are no brakes. All gas, no brakes.
Now top 3 separating away.
Hunter Halligan tried to make that work on the high line once again at the bottom of the pack, but won't be successful, and he will have to move back down. As the top 3 that started drifting away will now get 2 more, and that will be the top 5 starting to drift away. But Thornhill right at the back of Payer, and the pack reformed completely once again.
Back 4 starting to fall back behind the main pack. We're going to develop into 2 packs here.
And just to clear things up, there is no Ford in this pack. It is strictly a bunch of Chevys with some Toyota sprinkled in.
That's crazy.
And right now, Cole Christopher is looking like a sandwich, Chevy sandwich between the Toyotas of Pugil and Desai.
Those 2 teammates that have found something else out that no one has.
I'm gonna be quite honest, I'm genuinely surprised that there's not a single Ford here in this race. Here we go, that outside lane starting to work. Cody Payer, Davin Thornhill, Zachary Evans.
Davin Thornhill back down.
Looked like they were trying to work, but Payer's going to pay the price here as Thornhill and Evans are going to start going through, and Payer's going to lose a ton of spots here.
Davin threw him a bone. Threw him a fake. Thought he was going to go up top with him, then he immediately cut back down.
Luba and Presley Bromberg also threw on Payer, so Payer losing a total of 4 positions there.
Wow. That brought that second pack back up to him.
For sure.
Another prediction in the live chat calling it right now. If Cody Payer doesn't win the race, he's going to at least finish top 3. And so far, he's doing a great performance. Obviously, that move will cost him, but not too bad for the start of this race.
The 4 cars in the back are managing to stay into that draft, and it's very important. We're able to get back into that draft.
Take a look at this. Hunter Halligan starting to work that outside that he was struggling with at the bottom of the pack.
Can he get any positions out of it?
Still side by side with Payer. Can he squeeze between either Payer and Bromberg here, or in between Payer and Hill? Well, Matthew Hill's going to join up him up top.
Kevin Page by himself. in last place. Nobody around him. Just
Matthew
gonna be
Hill
boring.
joins up. Duan Corbett
Now, if
also
you stay
joining up.
close enough to that line, when someone swerves in front of you, you catch a little bit of their draft, causing you to stay even with them.
Looks like the
And
second
then
lane
as the
might try to
outside's
form
starting to
here.
build,
Cody Payer also moving up. There's a little bit of
Bit
contact there.
contact.
Oh, and Havoc comes loose.
That's gonna be a caution. Five cars involved.
A
in that.
5-car wreck as things got shaky. Miki Gradanicek is involved.
Let me see who's involved now. I'm gonna run the replay back right now.
Presley Bromberg involved. Hunter Halligan. I believe Peter Smitna was also involved.
Who got? Okay, so the first contact was. Let me get closer here. Was the number 88 and the number 77.
yeah, the 60 kind of lost it trying to avoid them, and nowhere for the 54 to go. Of George, I believe that was just, yeah.
54 of George Bark also involved in it.
He bumped, got a little swirly, and just collected some people as he was going down.
It looked like contact started with Payer, but Payer out of there relatively with no damage. Big damage though for the 95 Chevy of Niki Gradanicek.
Look how close to that 90 of Matthew Hill came to
Real
get
close.
involved in that.
And he got into the side of the 77 also. Good for him. He gained 5 positions. He gained 6 positions just by keeping his nose clean. He did get a little damage on his front left though. He might have a bit of aerodynamic damage there.
There's Gradanicek involved,
It
Halligan
didn't matter
involved,
much here.
Presley Bromberg involved. There you see most of the cars in the replay here.
Nothing but a scratch.
It's his but a scratch.
His but a flesh wound.
Sounds like you weren't in gear.
Big hits for Presley Bromberg and Niki Gradanicek, which will be, in my opinion, the ones that take the most damage out of this.
Big amount of people going down pit lane. Let's see if I can get that the race out of pit here.
Another race off pit road. Here we go. Pugel stays out. Christopher stays out. Eccles, Thornhill, Matthew Hill, Cody Payer all staying out. The rest go in.
Maybe number 30, first one off, followed by the 8, followed by the 9.
Caleb Desai gonna win it.
68, 54, 60, 25, 0, 19.
So it's gonna be Caleb Desai who wins the race off pit road. He's gonna rejoin in 7th with those that did not come down pit road.
Yeah.
An EOL for Xavier Borgard, the number 88 car.
It's gonna be Presley Bromberg getting the EOL.
Yeah, my mistake, that was Presley, not Xavier. My mistake.
Once again, Tim Pugel doing a great job of redeeming himself in that Intimidator. Still in the lead of this race.
Now's the chance to get those teammates broken up at this restart. As if not, they're going to work really good together.
I mean, it's still going to be very hard. Pugel and Christopher still right there hooked up with each other. It's going to be very tough to separate them now.
Travis Eckles needs to get to Pugel's bumper and not let that 29 in. Couple cars just topping off on fuel in the back.
Here we go, 1 to green, this time by.
Or if you're Davin Thornhill, you need to get on. You need to get on Christopher's bumper and not let him get down. You gotta either push him or.
Hugel, Christopher, and Eccles, the only ones so far that have not come down pit road yet. Everyone else has gone down at least once. Thornhill,
30 is going to get right on his bumper.
Matthew Hill, and Cody Payer down once. Luba, Desai, Halligan, and Corbett down twice. So the most impactful caution yet. About 5 drivers involved for the 3rd caution of the night. And we're going to get this thing back up underway here. Here's your race recap so far on the bottom right. We're going to get this thing started up once again at lap 26. Tim Pugel is your leader with 3 cautions equating to 9 laps under yellow.
United Heroes is 1, 2, 3 now. Davin's got to keep on the bumper of that 29 if he doesn't want him to get down.
That 80 needs to get up there.
Hey guys, get up in the inside line. What are we doing?
There's race control by Xavier Beauregard. As we go green flag back underway here at Talladega. Now 3 Heroes United Motorsports cars in that lineup. Christopher will
Number
come
80
down.
had a little bit of wheel spin.
Top 4 on the outside are holding their ground this time.
Pugel, Christopher, throw Travis Eccles now in that. And you have yourselves a very tough battle between this team.
5 on the outside now.
Outside lane starting to try and make themselves work. Davin Thornhill leading the charge. Followed by Cody Payer, Dominic Luba, and Hunter Halligan. And I mean, this is great for Halligan. He's been trying to get that outside lane working. Let's see if it will pay off with these other 3 drivers. Thornhill now will put a gap between him and the rest of the pack. He was side by side with Evans, but he's going to start to slowly fade, just like we've seen the outside lane do so far in this race.
Big shot from Luba coming.
What a move! Zachary Evans goes up high.
Zachary Evans going up high.
He's going to try and lead the charge in the middle lane here.
We need a couple more drivers on the
Let's
outside
move
there.
back up.
Oh,
Here goes
another
Matthew
one.
Hill.
Matthew Hill.
That might be what they need right there.
So that
That's up the
outside
fifth.
starting to work now a little bit.
Up Matthew Hill back down. No, my mistake.
Gotta keep it very steady though.
Car way down below the apron.
I believe that's going to be Kevin Page who went down
Zachary
below the
Evans
apron.
blinks. That's going to cause him.
Thornhill and Luba will go back down. Matthew Hill and Evans still lost up high. Evans is going to find a home in the bottom lane. And that outside lane, who looked like had a great run, that run will completely get destroyed, and they're going to have to restart that all over again.
And Kevin Page is pulling it in. Kevin Page in the pits now. He might be retiring the car.
Tough day for the 87 Chevy machine of Kevin Page. And that will probably be our first DNF of this race.
The idea of Travis Eckles with a warning if he doesn't get the
he's not pitting. He's getting tired.
Oh, Page going for a pit stop here.
Hey, he's coming back out.
I could be wrong, but I believe that is going to be our first tire change of this race. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's going to cost a lot, though. You can't go by yourself.
No, not at all.
Ooh, that's...
Like I said, you got to go with at least 3 to 4 cars to make your pit strategy work out.
That 60 of Hunter Halligan looked like it got a little bit loose there coming out of turn 2. He's going to get lost on the high lane once again, but Evans will try to work with him here.
Very weird by Kevin Page. I don't know why he would have done that, unless he had a puncture. He was in that low lane for at least half a lap.
Now, if you're Matthew Hill on the back of this pack, you got to be careful not to lose that draft. Because that's a very vulnerable spot to be. A little mistake, you're out of the draft and you're going to the pack behind you.
Well, already a big chunk of cars already got out of the draft. Peter Smitten, Ryan Werp, Gilbert, Bart, a ton of drivers already outside of the draft, and it's going to be very hard for them to get back up here. Thornhill trying to go up high once again, didn't get much help, so he's going to come back down below.
He's going to try to leapfrog Evans here. He lets him in line.
And the single file action restarts all over again. Pay attention on this 77 though. We've seen what he can do on the high lane when he gets that momentum going.
Davin Thornhill going outside.
Once again, no help up high. So far, Heroes United Motorsports on a roll. It's a 1-2-3 for them. See if they can get that momentum going. Keep that momentum going, I should say. Caleb Desai, 4th. Duan Corbett will round off your top 5 so far. It's going to be Jaden Duran, Cody Payer, Preston Gromberg back into the top 10 after the penalty. Hunter Halligan and Devin Thornhill and Zachary Evans are fighting for the last spot in the top 10. It will be Evans as of right now.
Thornhill, Luba, and Hill looking like they're losing the pack.
This could be the second chunk of drivers here that are going to start to lose the front. But could they team up with the other pack that's already out of the groove to try and get back in it?
It almost looks like they're trying to save too much. I get you're in the back, you want to save, but you can't save too much.
No, they're going to catch right back up. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they're fine.
Burn a little extra fuel to make sure you don't lose that draft.
Halligan and Zachary Evans looked like they were trying to go up high. It also looked like Caleb Desai was trying to join them, but changed his mind last minute. And once again, it's going to be Zachary Evans who gets no help up high. He's going to start to fade. Tough break for Evans. Struggling to find help up high. Same thing with Thornhill. In my opinion, the only one that's been fairly successful trying to run the high lane and guiding positions has been the 77 to pair.
He does it short and sweet. Gets beside one, side draws him, and clears him and comes back down.
Lap 36 of 188. I don't know about you boys, but I think it's time for a little bit of crank it up action here to get things shaken up a little bit. Here we go. First segment of crank it up action coming your way.
W going up top. I don't think it's going to work for him. We might lose position here. Looks like that main pack, or the backpack caught up to the main pack here. I'm not seeing anybody behind. I think Lisa also retired from this race. Oh, my mistake. That second line starting to move.
A little bit of short and sweet action there from the first Crank It Up segment of today. As we continue this race here. Lap 40 of 188. Everyone's starting to get the grooves here going.
Southside's starting to work up here.
Outside lane, here we go. Let's see if this time it's working. So far, it looks like it. Caleb Desai, Hunter Halligan, Davin Thornhill, Dominic Luba, Matthew Hill, everyone trying to make that high lane work. And Desai is
working up.
From what I've seen,
Just gotta keep it straight.
gotta keep it very steady. And from what I've seen, Desai is one of those few where he leads the charge. He can get that going very quickly. As here comes Zachary Evans, gonna join behind him. We might
Hunter
actually.
Halligan struggling to hold that line behind him. You could see him going left to right on that bumper, which is very dangerous.
Evans gonna go back down to the inside. Matthew Hill looks like he's gonna try to do the same here. But the rest still trying to continue pushing here. But for how much longer is this gonna work?
Thornhill needs to get to their bumper if he wants them to go anywhere. They're staying very stagnant right now around the third position. Top three are pitting now.
Top three coming in his lap.
329 and the 80 car are all coming in.
So here we go. First pit cycles under the green flag. Heroes United Motorsports coming in.
About 4 of them.
The entirety of Heroes United Motorsports, Pugil, Christopher, and Eccles coming in, and they will be joined up by Cody Payer. It's going to be the first cycle under green.
All the people that did not pit yet this race. Rick,
Oh,
right
trouble!
up front.
Hunter Halligan into the outside wall in turn 1 and 2. And there goes
Down
the rest.
ramp.
Still green. Everyone had to take evasive maneuver, but still green. How did some people manage to save that? That's unreal. That is absolutely surreal. Hunter Halligan might have a ton of damage on that right-hand side. That's a pretty big hit on that outside wall. Thornhill looked like he was going for a spin. And that will not cost a yellow. We stay green, and this is going to split everyone up. So those pit cycles are going to be very, very interesting now. Dominic Luba, your new race leader. Matthew Hill right behind him.
I'll tell you what, that's one way to get the lead right there.
Yes, sir.
Evasive maneuvers will get you the lead here.
Kevin Page has been manually disconnected, so I think he is officially retired.
And that looks like it will be officially first DNF of this race, Kevin Page.
Oh, really rough pit stop for the 3 that came in. They're right in front of your leaders. I wonder if they went to get tires. Second line all working together now, led by Jaden Duran.
Only 3 cars here in this little itty-bitty front pack, and Jaden Duran gonna lead the charge. Evans falling behind. This could be a big charge on the leaders here.
Yeah, they're gonna have a really big swing shot when we get close.
So far, I believe the only ones that have gone down pit road were those first few. Heroes Motorsports followed by Cody Payer, and then Kevin Page, who parked it in his box to retire the 87.
Second line starting to run them down.
Here we go, gap starting to get shorter.
Matthew Hill is not able to get to Luba's bumper. That's gonna cause him.
Gap is no longer existent.
Within a second.
Yeah, they're right back into it, like it never happened. And they're gonna have a really big slingshot too. One of them are gonna have to try to block.
Let's see what happens here. Do they block? Do they try to get that momentum going? Jaden Duran certainly will. Up into the high lane he goes. Zachary Evans gonna follow behind, and no one else will. Only those two. Not as much momentum as maybe they wanted.
Like 3 guys up top.
Bromberg gonna join them up high. Durant so far can only get side by side with that 30.
Just like that, they're starting to run back those 3 that pitted already.
Here comes the front
Only
pack.
4 seconds.
Again, no one has really pitted yet, but as they start coming down to these back markers, do you think this was the right call for Heroes Motorsports and Cody Payer?
I really think they were hoping on a caution, but now they're really gonna have to hope on one.
Now down to 4.7. They're starting to reel them in.
Bromberg,
There's no one pushing in this backpack though. Hill's not been able to push the 8 at all. Luba.
Bromberg gonna go back down. Evans and Durant once again lonely up in the high lane. And while Matthew Hill won't be able to push Luba, looks like DSA is definitely gonna push Hill here.
Yeah, you could see Hill's just refusing to push Luba. I don't know why, but...
Oh, Luba goes up high to block. Jaden Duran, switcheroo move. What a move by Jaden Duran. Takes the inside. Great move by the 19. Into the race lead he goes.
Wow.
What a move by Jaden Duran. A switcheroo crossover into the bottom lane. Got Luba to block, and he will take that position away just like that.
We have a couple drivers talking about pitting in this lap.
I believe that was Luba and Hill. Hopefully they get some more. A 2-man tag's gonna struggle.
Here we go, another big cycle coming in.
Only 3. Groups of 3 only.
Guys, let's make sure when we're pitting, we let
Spin
everyone
at
know
pit
we're
entrance.
pitting.
Spin at pit entrance.
Oh, that's gonna be a terrible, terrible pit stop for all of them.
Dominic Luba, Matthew Hill, and Presley Bromberg, the ones that go into pit road, but I believe Luba was the one that caught spinning on pit road. That's gonna cost them a lot of time.
Bromberg spun.
Oh, it was Bromberg that spun. And I think it will be Luba. We saw those brakes locking up, so it may or may not be better or worse, but it won't be Luba that spins. Luba's actually gonna get a speeding on pit road penalty here.
Oh no. It went from bad to worse to horrible.
Devin Thornhill in the pit.
By himself.
Only one driver went down there. Yeah, so I saw that wheel spin. Thought it was someone spinning, but no, that was the brakes of Luba locking up, and he's gonna get a penalty here for speeding on pit road. That's gonna heavily affect his race. Very surprised there that in that lap it was only one driver that came down. It's gonna be Davin Thornhill.
People must be running out of gas.
Anyone coming down this lap? No, they're still they're just still doing a little booze cruise, and here comes Matthew Hill going a lap down.
No takers here. Zachary Evans in the lead of this race will lead the charge. Peter Smitna, who has been very quiet this race, is gonna be in second.
That was just disastrous from that last 3 that pitted.
Matthew Hill feeling the effects now, gonna go up high. He's gonna go a lap down.
All 3 things bad could have happened on that stop. One sped, one entered too slow and lost all that positioning, and the other one spun, so
And like you heard there in the radio of race control, Xavier Beauregard advising them that they have to announce when they come into pit road to obviously ensure the safety of those other drivers. That could be very chaotic if anything goes wrong in that pit entry. Once again, no takers this time by.
Matthew didn't even get onto the draft, so he's just gonna be by himself.
The top 12 are the ones that are remaining on your lead lap. Everyone else outside of the top 12, 1 lap or more down.
Staying out another lap. They're starting to catch those Christopher Cole and all those Aero Motorsports back again.
I think no one really.
Now only 4.7.
I think no one really wants to take their risk here. They're scared of going by themselves, so they could be holding them back themselves, thinking about whether the other ones are gonna come in or not. But now
You gotta pit with somebody.
Now the question is, how long can they go? How long will they stay out, and who will be the takers?
Well, at this rate, they're gaining on that first pack of 3 that came in, which will be not a good sight for Hero Motorsports.
And if you're scared of running alone into pit road here, I would not be surprised if we see a chain reaction when one driver goes down and then everyone else realizes, and so everyone goes down with him. So fake pitting here could be a thing that may bamboozle some people.
Fake pitting at Superspeedway is not a good thing to do, because that'll cost you and possibly your entire pack. Seconds matter here, and it's dangerous as well.
No one in. They're all gonna go another one. They're gonna go another lap.
Yeah, I think their goal is to run down and go a whole lap ahead of these 3 cars.
Well, they are not far off. I'll tell you that.
No, they're starting to run them down now, only to 4 seconds.
Wouldn't this be the second time they passed them?
First,
First, okay.
so they would all go a lap down, and they will definitely be out of the main pack.
Hopefully they can hook right onto the back, so when they all pit, they can get that lap right back.
No hands out the window that time down the back stretch.
Lap 56, 133 laps to go, so we're already pretty much a little over a quarter of this race done.
These people may have took fuel under caution, so they might have a lot of laps here.
Like we said at the beginning, tires, while obviously important, not really a big factor on super speedways here. The main concern is that fuel, and everyone
You
so
shouldn't
far.
need tires for the first 100 or so laps at this track.
The main concern is fuel, and everyone so far in this 12 car lead pack doing a great job of conserving them, it seems.
Now to a 3-second gap between them and the cars in front.
They're closing about
No takers.
3/4 of a second every lap. Oh yeah, they're all gonna pass them first.
Oh yeah. Smart move, but how many more laps do they have to mess with?
It can't be many.
Evan probably has the least amount of any of them.
Duran has also been pushing quite a lot, so
I hear no chatter about pitting in, so
ton of drivers in this lead pack that have only gone down 3 times. Evans, Duran, Desai, Halligan are the ones that have only
McLuba.
gone down 3 times.
Now down to 2.5 seconds coming off the floor. No more takers.
Leader is
Leader's
in this
spitting.
lap.
Will anyone else come down with him?
They're gonna have to.
Here-
They're gonna have to.
Here we go. This could be the deciding cycle here. Zachary Evans
if they
announces
if they were-
entry.
Zachary Evans in.
No!
Just-
Wow!
Just him. Wow.
I did not see that coming.
They're hanging people out to dry here, aren't they?
Oh,
Made the call, and it's only gonna be Zachary Evans who comes down onto pit road. And now this is gonna be Peter Smidna going to the race lead for the first time.
most of these guys were deep into that pack, so makes you wonder how much extra gas they saved in the draft.
I am very, very shocked by that call there.
Now this leading pack needs to come down if they want that gap between the two packs.
I am really, really wondering what is going through the mind of this lead pack here. What is the best time to come down? You saw Evans there, he signaled the entry, he was the leader, no one else came down, so now you might start to worry a little bit more, as you just saw what happened.
You don't want to run out of gas either.
It's
They're
gonna,
still out.
it's really gonna be a high risk, high reward type of situation.
They cannot let this pack of 5 pull away. They need this pack of 6 in front of them to stay at least 3 seconds so they can have that advantage. They're just giving it away as long as they keep doing this. And now that pack in front of them keeps building.
The advantage might turn into a disadvantage, so they're gonna have to come down soon.
Yeah. Still not pitting.
No takers still. You saw Duran and Desai there looked like they were tempted to go in, but just ultimately decided to pull that car back up.
Well, and they're all so spread out, they're not going to be able to gain even if they start pushing.
Hitting in this
Desai
time
pitting
by.
in. Caleb Desai says he's pitting in. There's a hand. Will this force any other hands?
And coming out of that number 30, like you said, do we see any other takers, or will this be another Zachary Evans situation?
It's not helping them at all. That nobody's bumped us.
Any other takers than
Just
that
Caleb.
30? Yeah, here we go. Jaden Duran coming in.
Duran. That time, 2 takers.
So Caleb Desai and Jaden Duran come in. Peter Smidna still in the lead of this race. Hunter Halligan will now move to second. Corbett to third. It's going to be Ryan Werp and Gilbert now in the top 5 for the first time.
These two packs are kind of even now, so now it's going to be hard for them to gain any time on the pack in front.
And no one's pushing each other, and that's just making it worse and worse. Because that other pack's pushing as hard as they can, and this pack's just
Absolutely.
leaving gap. They need to pit within these next couple of laps.
Otherwise, they might come back. They might come out behind this pack.
That's over half a second that time they've lost to that other pack, and now comes 25.
Oh, here we
there
go.
Goes three of them in.
Ton of people coming
Four of
in.
them
4.
3 stay out.
They all should have pitted. They all should
Couple
have
walk
pitted.
up.
25 might get a penalty here. He looks like he was going pretty fast with that lockup into the pits.
It's not going to be the 25. It's actually going to be Hunter Halligan in the 60 who gets the speeding on pit road
Evan
penalty.
Gilbert, George Bark, Peter.
And so from 12, now there were only 2. Damon Gilbert in the lead of this race, George Bark behind him, and these are going to be the only 2 that are on the lead lap that stay out.
They need to pit right now.
Yeah, they're out of options. That's a second that time since they're so little.
Yeah, they have to come in. I'm not hearing anything on the radio. Oh yeah, they're both
There
Here
they
comes
go.
Gilbert, and here comes Bark.
Don't make any mistakes.
So everyone has done the cycle. Now let's see how this changes things here.
See where they
If
come
Peter,
out.
where Peter comes out,
But here comes the big pack, though. Heroes Motorsports back in it. Maybe the strategy did work out after all. Here comes Tim Pugel. Being pushed by Cole Christopher. Through Corbett, through Smitna, and it's gonna be Heroes Motorsports after all that chaos who go back to the race lead. What a strategy.
Coming out the pits
that's
now.
where waiting too long came into play. All that extra gas and all that extra time that they lost, not pushing each other and trying to save gas, ruined their strategies.
And they're easily gonna take Gilbert and Bark here as they're gonna be just sitting ducks on the apron.
Just hope you're up to enough speed that you can catch the draft in those 2. Otherwise, you're just going to be along for the boring ride in the back.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get it. I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Very little.
Your new top 5 after the cycles: Tim Pugel, Cole Christopher, Zachary Evans. In the top 3, Cody Payer and Caleb Desai round off your top 5 after the green flag cycles. Peter Smitna, Dwan Corbett, Jaden Duran, Damon Gilbert, and George Bark is your top 10.
We got Davin and Matthew Hill by themselves at the back of the pack. Or at the front of the pack, my mistake.
Yeah, they're going to go another lap down.
And here comes the lead pack approaching back markers.
Hunter Halligan's not too much farther ahead of them. He's going to go another lap down.
So 14 cars on the lead lap. It's going to be Presley Bromberg and Davin Thornhill that are a lap down. And Dominic Luba and Nikki Gradanacek who are 2 laps down.
A lot of green flag running here. Kind of impressed.
I expected this. Usually there's a couple wrecks at the... If you remember from the Daytona 250 in the Shake and Bake series, Michael, that's kind
Yeah.
of how it went for us.
Okay.
Don't say anything
Usually takes a
now.
while.
This could be the commutator curse coming into play. I've witnessed it.
Nah, you have the commentator curse. It hasn't got to me yet. Knock on wood.
Looks like the P10 and back have lost the draft to the guys up front here.
I say, Dwayne, you know what time it is again?
I think it is time to go back into a little bit more of crank it up action here in the DSA 500. Let's go.
I love the sound of nothing but V8s.
BSB just finished. We finished P9.
Wonderful.
What's going on to lap 74 here?
Another great crank it up section here.
As
we
Xavier
still
comes up to say hi to y'all.
thread the needle. Hello there, race control.
What's going on?
Very
doing, sir?
exciting race so far. Tons
Yeah.
of different strategies involved.
Yeah, I would say I feel like guys are holding back a ton. I think hopefully at least when we get to like I don't know, a couple 30 laps left, people start being more aggressive. Because I think from a viewer standpoint, it's getting pretty damn boring. In my opinion.
Absolutely. These drivers do know that they have to finish the race to actually win the race. So they're going to keep it nice and clean for the next few laps.
Thanks.
So, what's your opinion on the teamwork on the restarts? With that,
Don't get me started. Keep it friendly, family friendly. But yeah, that's ridiculous in my opinion. And if it happened again, I would black flag him. But yeah, just the whole trying to keep the teammate in front. Guys, just race damage.
Yeah.
It's a long race. There's no reason to get the lead immediately.
Yeah, right?
And like you said about the aggressiveness, a lot of people, main thing under mine right now is safety first. Trying to get this car all the way to the closing stages of this race, but I am calling it right now. It's gonna get pretty hectic and pretty chaotic in the final laps of this race, and I cannot wait for that.
That's a big run.
Single file action all the way through. Davin Thornhill, the only one that really tried to go on the high lane back there, but look,
He did gain 2 positions for going up high.
he did look like the run was going somewhere, but still great pickup of positions there for the number 5.
I do believe, however, he is a lap down.
Yes, I'm not sure if those positions mean anything at this point in time.
Yeah, he's 2 laps down.
He's still P18.
Another big thing of no stages here. Those cars that are a lap down, they're either gonna have to wait for a miracle or a caution to come out so they can get the lucky dog and or the wave
Ooh,
round.
we're getting squirrely in the back. Caution might be the miracle that they need.
Someone dropped down coming into pit road. It's gonna be Travis Eccles who went down pit road. So one out of the 3 Heroes United Motorsports drivers down pit road. And remember, he went with Payer, Christopher, and Pugil, and now he's gonna go down by himself. So either a questionable call there by Eccles, or there was something wrong with that car.
Getting a little complaints here at the back of the field, so I'm gonna keep an eye on them and see what's going on here.
Seems there's a few aggressive drivers in the back wanting to work their way back up through the field, or at least to the free pass position.
The number 90 has a lot of damage on his front end. He's gonna lose so much time with that.
And even though we are focused on the fight here at the front, there's also a fight there going out at the back, fighting for that free pass. So it's gonna get interesting really quickly here.
Seems like that second lane's gonna start now. We're gonna start trying to fight for that wave around.
Seems like everyone kind of knows it's coming, so they're just trying to get that lucky dog.
Absolutely. The race for the lucky dog. So they could salvage something of this race.
It's gonna be Damon Gilbert in that 68 Chevy trying to lead the charge up high, but it's gonna be very tough to try and get that going somewhere.
Pushing 3D. Just got to be careful if you're that car in the middle.
That 60 is all over the track.
George Bark goes up with
Yeah.
him. Hunter Halligan goes up with him. We've seen Halligan go time and time again, try to get that outside lane working.
They're not liking Hunter right now.
No, they are not. He's
Back marker coming in. That's going to be the 45 of Ryan Werp, who goes all the way up high.
just another car fighting for the free pass.
And from Gilbert, Halligan, and Bark, George Bark going to go and find a home down at the bottom lane. So now Gilbert and Halligan all alone up in the high lane.
Gilbert goes down. Found himself a little home.
Right in between Smitna
Well,
and Bark.
had that gap closed pretty quickly there.
And we go completely single file. Maybe not.
Top two pitting in. Couple cars pitting in.
Here comes the
Yeah, we're
second
gonna-
cycle.
Until we get a caution, we're going to see half the pack. Let's see if anyone learned anything from the first
A
time. See
lot
if they're
more
going to pit in
people
with
this
them.
time.
Bromberg
Might
coming
be the
in.
biggest pack.
Payer.
Davin missed it.
Payer.
Davin, that's just going to be another lap.
Payer, Bromberg, Pugil, and Christopher are the ones that come in. And this is going to be a very big change for Heroes Motorsports. Both Tim Pugil and Cole Christopher speeding on pit road penalties.
Tragic.
Things you can't afford.
They're not afford this late in the race.
And
Not even late, but still.
the big key and big strategy that we saw Heroes Motorsports take that we thought succeeded first started with Eccles going all by himself, and now Pugil and Christopher find themselves with
Especially
penalties.
Bromberg, the only going out by himself. Cody Prayer, then Dominic Luba, then Matthew Hill. That it might be the worst strategized pit stop of the night.
Zachary Evans will be the one leading this race. Here comes the outside lane working us a little bit though.
The leaders. They're going to go a lap down, every single one of them.
Disaster. Oh, little bit of a shakeup there. That is something you do not want, as Peter Smidna is going to take the lead away from Evans. Big shakeup of that 95 car. That's Nicky Kondranchak. Scary moment indeed. And yeah, those cars that came down pit road are going to go a lap down. Here comes Cody Payer now going a lap down.
A lot of great cars now going to be trapped over a lap down.
Like you said, Carter, very disastrous pit strategies that we just could have seen, and potentially in some races, Payer wasn't paying attention, almost ran someone over. I believe that was Hunter Halligan who he almost ran over. Dominic Luba, I believe, also had to try and take and make some action there at the back. Oh, trouble!
Oh, I reckon.
Presley Bromberg and Nicky Kondranchak get into it. Two lapped cars, and the Carson's gonna come out, and this is gonna change everything.
That was a really big impact. I hope he's okay.
Oh, that
On the lead
Really
pack is
really
gonna
awkward angle to hit the wall too.
on the lead pack is gonna be two cars that are a lap down. That's gonna cause the incident, and this caution is gonna shake everything completely.
Hit the wall so hard he went airborne. That's definitely a blown motor.
Yeah, we heard that engine blow up. Hopefully, whoever that was that went into the wall, whether it was Bromberg or whether it was Nicky, they're okay. But oh
looking at-
my!
95. That was
I
Nicky
believe
into
it
the
was
wall.
Nicky, yeah, hard into
Yeah,
the wall.
really
Bad
hard into the
angle.
wall.
That's a horrible angle to hit that wall at, and just launches him into a spin cycle.
And Nicky, who I believe was in an incident prior, I don't know if they have a fast repair left. That could be a DNF.
Oh.
After a
Yeah, that's a
long
a
wave.
blown motor for Nicky.
After a
Yeah.
long wave of
If
green
Nicky
flag
wasn't
action.
there, that would have been Bromberg, but Bromberg did a good job of keeping it off that inside wall for the most part.
Fourth caution of the day coming out after a big wave of green flag action.
Yeah.
And just
I don't know what that was. Yeah, you could see Bromberg coming up on him, and he goes to go high with the lead pack. Bromberg goes high to try to block it, looks like, and just
we're gonna have a
collects him.
lot of takers here. Everyone going down pit road. Lots and lots of takers.
Oh yeah, more than half the pack.
And then, since the whole lead pack has pitted, this is going to give those a lap or more down that stay out a wave around, regardless of the Lucky Dog free pass.
Presley, that is 1,000% your fault, dude. You cannot even blame that on those guys. You were just in the fucking way.
And race control not happy with that call.
Bromberg will be at least given an EOL.
Sorry, bud. Catch the cuss.
It's going to be Caleb Desai, who as of right now looks like it will be the lead of this race going to the green flag. Here is, let's take a replay of that though. Here's the incident between Nicky Gordonacek and Presley Bromberg.
I believe that's
Oh, just contact between the two of them. This is the 95. Oh, big contact into that inside wall. The rear of the car goes airborne, and hopefully they are okay.
Yeah. Nicky kind of prevented Bromberg from killing himself on that inside wall as well. But that was mainly Bromberg's fault, it seemed like. I mean...
Oh, my. There's... On the
Just
replay,
get-
there's the onboard view of Nicky, and oh my goodness.
Oh.
not a good accident at all. We hate to see it.
He was going to, I believe, be on the lead lap where he was. And there goes all of what he got to get to that front of the pack.
So
That's unfortunate.
So big impact and engine blown. They're gonna tow that 95 car back to the garage, and hopefully they can check up on Nicky in the infield care center, make sure they're okay. But that is definitely one of the most scary hits that we've seen so far. As more drivers start to get wave arounds, Matthew Hill, Dominic Luba. As we are officially 1 to green here. Tim Pugil also going to get the wave round. And yep, we are officially 1 to green here. So we're going to get going this time by with the restart. It's going to be Caleb Desai and Jaden Duran at the
Caleb
front
decided
row.
like we could start on the outside.
They're in the live chat. We're seeing a happy team owner and Travis Daly cheering on Zachary Evans, who I believe is the only member of Travis Daly Racing here in this race. If Evans wins this race, that would be a very happy team owner.
Yeah, right? Gosh. I mean, won Kansas, ran out of luck, unfortunately, at Dega, but great couple of points paying race for that team. So
Zachary Evans gonna restart in P7. And you can see there are a ton of drivers choosing and going on that inside lane. Damon Gilbert in third. It's going to be George Bark and Dwan Corbett rounding off that top 5. Those Benji Racing having some frustration there in the live chat.
Yeah, that's he's just not having a good day. That's unfortunate, but
Tough break for Presley Bromberg. There we go. Rolling into the race wrap guy restart zone. Green flag back in the air for restart number 4.
Caleb Desai with an amazing launch.
Big run, and I don't know if this was on that restart, but Cody Payer has a penalty. And Desai gonna take off on the races. Jaden Duran coming back though, getting pushed by Gilbert.
Big push. That's going to have momentum, but will he make a move with that? No, he'll just stick on him.
From the top 12 to only now the top 10 on the lead lap. Let's see how these two clash along here. Single file racing, back at it again with the only one up there being Ryan Warp in that 45 monster.
He's going to find himself back at the end of the pack here.
Next time by will be a milestone.
Coming to 100 laps to go.
Out of turn 4 into the trial, coming to the start-finish line, and Caleb Desai will lead us to officially 100 laps to go here in the DSA 500.
Tim Pugel, I believe, has the most laps led by a ways.
Thornhill there looked like he was trying to get the high lane going. Zachary Evans gonna go with him. These two have been certainly helping each other a little bit, trying to get that high lane going.
If he can get his lap back, that'll be ideal for him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another person coming back.
Very surprising to see only the top 10 in this lead lap. The rest are gonna have to work hard for it.
Still a long way to go.
Yeah, I believe that's why Davin's pushing so hard. He knows there's going to be another one coming. He knows he's got to get at least ahead of all the other cars a lap down.
Evans gonna abandon him up high. He drops down below. Matthew Hill though gonna partner up with Davin Thornhill to try and get the high lane going. Cole Christopher gonna join them up there as well. And they are all gonna shift down, and now it's gonna be Christopher who's left alone. But here comes Tim Pugel, Heroes United Motorsports, trying to get things going with Ryan Warp behind him.
I feel like those two teammates could probably get this line to work.
Ooh, Hunter Halligan getting just a tiny bit loose. That is making my heart skip a beat. Every time I see that 60 jiggle a little.
Two wrecks already from him jiggling like that, and
Whoa, Cody Payer. Looked like he went almost completely below the apron. That could have been very risky, as we've seen a ton of movement here in the back. Cole Christopher and Tim Pugil find homes at the bottom lane. Evans, once again, can't find success up high. He's going to go back down below. Oh, and another close call with that number 60. Halligan and Corbett almost making some contact door to door.
he's not comfortable with that car whatsoever.
He is fighting that car more than he is fighting these drivers and this track. Just cannot get the grip out of that Chevy.
Yeah, see, when he gets to that outside, not really doing much on the inside, but once he gets to the outside and clean air, that might be that right front damage maybe, but he just starts getting loose.
Top 5, as it stands: Caleb Desai, Jaden Duran, Damon Gilbert, George Burke, and Zachary Evans manages to find himself back into the top 5 to round it off, going to lap 94. Here comes Evans.
He's going high, blocking the third line. Way up top.
3 wide in the backstretch. Halligan is in the middle. This could be dangerous.
Ooh. Car's already unsettled. Now he has 2 air. He's getting pulled to air from both sides.
It's going to be much tougher to control that car now. Evans, Werp, and Halligan still 3 wide going into the line. Gotta be very careful here. Christopher pushing Evans, Pugil pushing Halligan, and now Evans is gonna get left in the dust as Christopher is obviously gonna get teamed up and hooked up here with his teammate. Matthew Hill gonna push Evans here. Still 3 wide. Whoa, big reach! Contact between teammates! Tim Pugil and Cole Christopher. Contact between Hero Motorsports teammates. And caution is not out. We stay green. Oh no! Disaster for Heroes United Motorsports.
Surprising that there's no caution for that.
Unbelievable, and they will both get a meatball flag shown here. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Oh my. And no caution is gonna make it worse. There's some of that dirt, some of that debris getting up the track there. And there's the 3 of Tim Pugil popping out smoke out of that number 3. And he's going to drag it down pit road. Unreal.
The most dominating team went from great to unfortunate.
How the tables can turn in just mere seconds. Dominating teammates, transforming into teammates crashing out each other.
It definitely separated this pack up a little bit also.
I am gonna be
Ditch
honest.
Zachary Evans all the way a couple seconds back.
Yeah, that split up the pack a little bit as some people had to take evasive action. I'll be honest, I'm quite surprised that there was no caution called there.
Me as well.
Nikki's still in the pits. I think she's I
But
think he's
yeah,
in the medical center.
I think that will be it for the 95. Don't really blame them after that big hit. Caleb Desai continuing to lead the charge as we have 90 laps to go here at Talladega.
Question is, when will they have to pit?
Well, while the chaos ensues here a little bit, let's try and go back into a little bit of crank it up action here from the DSA 500. our most extensive Crank It Up segment yet. As we are still threading the needle here. Double file action here at lap 107. Just want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Thank you for DSA Race Group having us up here in the commentary booth. Big thanks, of course, to Race Rap Guy sponsoring the
while
Race
you're
Red
gone,
Zone.
Dwayne, look who's all the way back up towards the front. Zachary Evans.
I am not surprised about that. I am gonna be so real with you.
Over 2 seconds back, still found his way to the front. Wow.
Peter Smidnight killing the side.
Pretty good.
Side by side for the lead. Thornhill pushing Spitna. Duran pushing Desai. We're finally getting some side-by-side action. Jaden has to be careful there to not get lost there in the middle.
Oh, boy.
Could be very dangerous. Davin Thornhill, what a move.
Thornhill up top.
Oh, careful.
First lap back.
Desai went below the apron. That could have been very dangerous.
Come down and take it, Davin.
Davin down to the bottom.
Davin Thornhill a lap down, but to the front of this pack. And here comes Zachary Evans side by side with Smitten for the lead.
Lap car going high. Got to be careful if you're that middle lane. Davin Thornhill looking to get those laps back.
And
I believe if there's a caution now, he'll only be 1 lap down.
And he is looking to get it by any means necessary. Threading the needle in that number 5. After the Crank It Up break, Peter Smitten, Caleb Desai, Jaden Duran, Zachary Evans, and Damon Gilbert will be your top 5 as we had some side-by-side action for quite a while. But now, once again, like we've seen in the entire race, that outside lane is slowly going to start to die. And everyone is going to have to go down below if they do not want to get left behind off of that draft pack.
I believe the first car a lap down is Matthew Hill.
Travis Eccles
I think
onto pit road. Looks like there was some smoke coming out of that number 80. Single file action all together now. How great would this would have been if Davin Thornhill was on the lead lap? Right now, he is just wishing what it could have been.
He needs a caution, and then he needs to do this again, get a caution, then make his way back up.
He's going to have to work his way up quite a lot, though. He went from the top 10 to now only the top 8 on the lead lap. So if a caution does come out here, the one that will get the free pass will be the number 90 of Matthew Hill. So we shall see.
Let's see if any of you got any takers. I saw one hand out the window on the back stretch. Nope, no one.
Wow.
Actually, Bromberg decided to stay out another lap.
Presley Bromberg is the only one that will come in down pit road. Of course, we saw the incident with Bromberg, and I believe the third caution, that incident with Nikki Kudranacek in the 95.
Rough day for Benji Racing.
I believe we... Oh, trouble! Cole Christopher, hard into the outside wall.
Very
Caution
big
out.
one. Very big hit.
And as we were speaking of Nikki and that big caution, this is gonna be a big hit. Cole Christopher hard into the outside wall at about 180 miles per hour. That car coming to a complete
no.
stop.
Hunter Halligan just dumped him.
And that will bring out the fifth caution of the day.
Yeah, the 60 just straight up dumped Christopher.
That car is not making any sounds. I believe that engine is blown. Unbelievable. Well, as I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we picked up some
Once
news
again.
from the infield care center that Nikki Kudranacek was out of that car safely, and they have been checked
That's
and
retirement.
released from the infield care center. But now looks like Cole Christopher will also have to be carried over to the care center. That is one big hit. That is
Hunter Halligan just came up, turned him.
I have no words. How ironic is that? That as we were talking about Nikki breaking the news that they have been seen and released from the medical center, Cole Christopher,
We just have just as hard of his hit.
big hit.
I mean, he hit the wall about 190 miles per hour into the wall.
Fifth caution, and this is gonna get the attention of everyone as a lot of people coming down pit road, and this is especially gonna bring out the help of Matthew Hill, who with this free pass is gonna be back on the lead lap. Every driver coming down pit road. Who's gonna win this race? It's gonna be Caleb Desai. Who wins this race off pit road?
Matthew Hill did not get the lucky dog since he was involved in that incident.
Wow.
That's a heartbreak. I'm surprised Hunter Halligan only was given a end of line penalty for that.
Right. If I was race control, that'd be a DQ. Driver's been complaining about him all race long.
We
Alright,
might see
then.
here though. I think Matthew Hill will get the free pass. We'll see here if they give him the call to go around the pace car. It's gonna be all up to race control. But this could be a game changer for the number 90.
I don't know if they'll give it to Matthew.
It's Matthew Hill and Tim Pugil, the only two cars that are behind the pace car. They're a lap or more down as Peter Smedna here. I believe Hill is going to come down pit road. Yeah, he will. Hill going to come down pit road. This will let Tim Pugil be behind the pace car. And as we go one to green here, he is going to get not necessarily the free pass, but he will get the wave around for being behind the pace car here. stayed out, and well, that's gonna put him back at least one lap. Yep, and there it is. There's the call. Tim Pugel going around the pace car. Before we kick things off here with our 5th restart of the day, here is the replay of that big incident regarding Cole Christopher. Oh my. So this is Christopher. Next, the nose of Hunter Halligan. You saw there the nose of Halligan already with some front end damage. And that is just a horrible, horrible hit. Unbelievable. This is the onboard view. Big hit by Christopher, and yeah, it does look like that will be on Hunter Halligan. He, as you saw him there, pop out a little bit into the outside lane, and it's gonna be what causes the contact between him and Christopher.
Huge hit.
As if things couldn't go more haywire for Heroes Motorsports after that double penalty. Big wreckage. Ryan Warp is gonna go back on the lead lap, so we go back to the top 9 being on the lead lap, as here we go. Race Wrap Guy, the sponsor of the Restart Zone. Drive fast, look faster. As Jaden Duran and Caleb Desai, the ones that have been at the front of this race for almost the entirety of it, will lead us back under green in the Race Wrap Guy Restart Zone, and we're back racing here in the DSA 500 at Talladega.
Huge launch on the outside there.
And you can see that top 3 taking off. Desai, Duran, and Evans putting on those turbos.
Toyota Chevy up front. Kind of weird not having a Ford in the
already.
field.
3 wide. It's going to be Presley Bromberg all the way up high. It looked like the field did get shaken up by that a little bit there at the back.
Top 3 still kind of have a little gap over the field.
Looks like everyone's trying to stay away from number 60 here.
Shrink.
Here comes Duan Corbett, your pull sitter, who has been struggling a little bit to get at the front of this field for quite some time. Gonna get pushed by Gilbert, trying to get that outside lane working.
Hunter about to cause another one.
I do see a ton of movement back there. That is worrying me, as Presley Bromberg is gonna make it 3 wide once again. Oh, there we go!
Out. Yep, he's flipping.
Big hit! Hunter Halligan upside down flipping on turn 4.
I think that's intent. I think that's intentional.
And that is the 3rd big hit of the day.
Yeah, that
looks real intentional.
honestly,
Race Control might have a word on this.
I mean,
Might be.
Pat.
six,
No.
60 doored the 80 car, and he just came back down, and there he goes, hard into the wall.
That number 60, which we have had throughout the entire race, has been very loose. Hunter Halligan's been fighting that car quite a lot. more than these drivers, more than this track, has just not been able to get the grip of his own car. And that right there might 100% be the final blow. Hard into the outside wall, contact with the 80 of Travis Eccles, flipping through turn 4. Safety crew on the scene, they're gonna obviously make sure that he is okay, but race control may have a look at it. There may be some suspicion of either intentional wrecking or retaliation here. And they, of course, big too much damage on that number 60 Chevy. They are gonna tow it back to the garage. And just like that, third big hit of the night and 6th caution of the night. As we're gonna have some takers here go down pit road. George Bark in, Damon Gilbert in, Peter Smidna in, Ryan Warp in. So 4 drivers going down pit road here. And I believe there was also a ton of damage on that 80 car as well. Travis Eccles having to tow.
Christopher Cole
the number
has
80.
officially retired.
Cole Christopher, like we saw, obviously, with that big damage out of this race. He is currently being treated in the infield medical center. Eccles and Halligan, the contact between them, both cars are going to get towed. And that might mean a double DNF here. Unless they have some fast repair stored.
Unfortunate.
Here is the replay. Oh, that definitely looked like an intentional hook there by Travis Eccles on that number 60.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is the 60 pushed him up the track, and he just said, "I've had enough with you today," and just.
If you can see
If
it,
you go a little further back.
you can see it right there. This is the replay. So we are 3 wide. 3 wide through 3 and 4. There you see Halligan bumping that 80 out of the way. And then right there may have been the breaking point of Eccles. And yeah, Eccles just going to come down right
Obviously,
into...
all the drivers in the field having problems with them, and
Yeah, that's certainly
Yeah.
going to be a big case of retaliation. Just comes straight down and absolutely hooks the right rear of that 60. There's Halligan flipping off of the safety barrier on the outside wall. Still flipping, sideways, and finally back down on its 4 wheels. So that it's going to be definitely a big impact by race control on Travis Eccles for that. Potentially a fine coming in, potentially a penalty for the next event. We don't know. It's all going to be up in the hands of race control from here on forward. So we are 1 to green here, coming to our 6th restart of the night. And once again, that front row not changing whatsoever. Caleb Desai and Jaden Duran. Duran said that he did want to be up here at the front of this race the whole time, so definitely putting in the work there. Actually curious if we can get Jaden Duran up here. We're definitely going to have a talk with these drivers. Don't miss after the checkered flag waves, of course. Post-race interviews coming your way for the top 3. As we are getting ready to kick things off back underway here at Talladega. So Ryan Werp, who was able to get back on the lead lap, will Matthew Hill finally back on the lead lap as we go back to 10 drivers here. And if we continue like this, the next one up to get those laps back and go back on the lead lap will be Davin Thornhill.
Gonna start getting more aggressive.
The closing stages of this race are slowly more and more upon us. Into the race wrap guy restart zone, and we're back under green.
I expect to see a lot more cautions coming now.
The aggressiveness here is definitely going to get tuned up more and more. You already know
Now let's
that's
see.
coming.
Let's see if Davin Thornhill could do what he did last time. Get in front of the pack and not need to waste a quick repair. I mean, not free pass. Jaden Durain having a really nice day.
Hope Davin didn't lose that pack right there. If he did, he'll get sucked right back in.
There is Cole Christopher in the live chat, so that right there is confirmation that Cole Christopher is okay and has been seen and released from the infield medical center. Thank
Hunter
God.
Halligan back in the pit.
Thank God all drivers here are A-okay after those scary incidents.
Hunter Halligan getting tires in the pits. He might have more damage to get fixed.
I mean, after that big impact, I would very much not be surprised. Side by side. Bark leading the charge.
There we go.
Gilbert gonna find a place right in between Payer and Thornhill. Here comes Matthew Hill to help up high, but Gilbert is gonna leave a room for George Bark to come in, and Matthew Hill's not gonna be left alone on the high side alongside Presley Bromberg as Hill now finds a home on the bottom.
Another back. Those two jumps back outside.
We're trying to get that
Slowly
run
working
going.
up. And anyone gonna follow him?
If I was a number 5 car, I might think about it for sure.
If you're a lap car, though, definitely gonna be more careful with those moves, because if you get in between those leaders and cause big trouble, race control is definitely gonna take that lightly. Hunter Halligan still on pit road, so I believe that will be the end of the night for that number 60. Side, Duran, Corbett, Evans, and Cody Payer, who has managed to get back into the top 5. As we continue running single file.
Thornhill's praying for a caution right now. Fast car all day. Just been trapped. A bad pit stop.
I mean, as of right now, it really does feel like the only possible way. Had a great performance, great showcase in practice. Had the fastest lap in practice at one point. But unfortunately, some strategy calls not going his way. And it's been pretty tough.
Outside starting to build its momentum.
Well, I will gladly be the reminder that so far my pick at the very beginning is going very, very well. Caleb DSA.
I think your pick's the only one on the lead lap right now.
I mean, Caleb DSA, what a race it has been for him. Leading the charge here, 39 laps led. Unbelievable performance, and now this is going to be lap led number 40.
Yeah.
Just great display here by Caleb DSA.
Kind of split back into two packs, I seen.
Gilbert and Bark, once again, trying to make things work here on the outside. Looking very prominent, but man. Things starting to get more and more racy here.
Definitely get more and more racy.
That outside lane working. Ryan Warp and the rest going up here. Gilbert almost side by side with DSA. Here we go, side by side action for the lead. Great run by Bark and Gilbert, never giving up on that top lane, and it's gonna work out here if they can keep it going, of course. Now we are in an even playing field. Gilbert inside, blocks off the side, and Damon Gilbert is your new race leader.
What a move. Left the buddies up top out to dry though. They're gonna start falling back now. They don't have as many cars up top.
There's your race recap.
For sure not.
At the bottom right, Damon Gilbert, your new race leader, 10 lead changes in this race. And look at the run, George Bark, what a run on the outside. Oh, trouble!
Oh, trouble.
Caution.
Ryan Warp into Gilbert, and the big one happens.
Yes, sir. That's a lot of cars. Oh, even more contact.
Oh,
down here at the
trouble,
end.
Caleb Desai. Big contact as well. Presley Bromberg, big damage.
That's what Thornhill needed. Do you have any contact from any of that?
It is the
He was
big
back
one.
far enough to know.
The big one at Talladega finally sees the light of day.
Pace car's coming out of 2.
And oh my. Ryan Warp, contact with Damon Gilbert, Caleb Desai involved, Presley Bromberg involved. A whole dominoes effect. Unbelievable. Dominic Luba also involved. Luba with a meatball flag being shown.
Heavy right front damage for Luba.
Presley Bromberg parks the 88, gonna have to be towed. I believe that it's the second time today that the 88 has had to been towed, and if that's the case, no more fast repairs. This may be the end of the night for Presley Bromberg. Who, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, is the only member of Dos Benchy Racing here tonight.
Oh. So Davin Thornhill going to be on the lead lap now.
Exactly what he needed.
Finally, me and your drivers are on the same lap.
Big chaos all around that caution. As everyone is gonna go down pit road, of course. Gonna have ourselves a good race off pit road here.
Everyone who kept their car clean throughout the race are up front and on the lead lap.
Ryan Warp in the 45, who had that initial impact that started the caution, will keep the car going, and he will stay out to take track position in the lead of this race.
Good pit stop from Jaden Duran there.
I'm gonna be
And Ryan
honest.
Warp giving it end of line.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is the correct call for Ryan Warp, unless obviously he's fully aware that he doesn't have too much damage, but
Doesn't matter. He's got a EOL now. For that last incident.
You cannot take back an EOL. So once you're gifted that EOL, race control cannot take it back.
yep, and there it is. Ryan Warp, EOL given, was deemed the cause of that caution. And it will be George Bark, who was in the lead of the race at the time of the caution. He will be back in the lead. Jaden Duran, who has been second basically this entire race will continue to be second here. Out of every single driver, Jaden Duran definitely has to be up there. What a lot of consistency shown.
What just happened here on the left?
Yeah, I saw that, Hunter Halligan.
Matthew Hill has retired from the race.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate. Just got on the lead lap. Was doing good.
No,
Nowhere to
the
go.
60 was weaving like he's in a road course.
Was there too much damage on that number 90?
I assume so.
I was talking about Jaden Duran, one of, if not the most consistent driver here. George Bark is actually going to come down pit road again. Same with Corbett, same with Smetna.
Pack that car full of fuel. That's what they're trying to do here.
What is the number 60 doing?
This is the replay. Duran got a little involved there. 68 spun. It all started with warp, but then the side got spun off the nose of Duran, and everything after that was completely haywire. Their contact between Smidna and Desai. Desai gonna go into the 68. That's Damon Gilbert. Goes for a spin. Can't do anything. Duran make contact. Dominoes with Gilbert. Warp after that initial outside contact, I believe, will be free here. No, he's gonna get hit by Gilbert. Presley Bromberg almost made contact. Oh, he did make contact with Dominic Luba there. After everyone was pretty clear. A lot more drivers than we thought involved in that last wreck.
Yeah. As one goes up, another one goes on to the lead lap, more fall off of it.
So as we go 1 to green here, Jaden Duran in the lead of this race. He's going to restart this at the front with Zachary Evans. This is going to be a good fight of the pairs here. Matthew Hill out of this race.
Toyota up top, Chevy on bottom.
Matthew Hill out of this race. Presley Bromberg still in pits.
Now Davin Thornhill is kind of starting back. Pretty far off the field. He just got the lap back. You'd assume he wouldn't want to risk that.
Davin Thornhill on the lead lap now as we go into the race wrap guy restart zone. Restart number 7 underway here with the green flag. Boys. And look at the run between Duran and Desai on the outside.
Get cleared and back to single file pretty quickly here. I got single file pretty quickly there. Seems to be a couple different groups of people. Jaden Duran up front on point.
Well, boys, this is going to be a long time coming here. Out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. Jaden Duran will lead us into 50 laps to go.
They should be really close on fuel here, so probably one more hit I will expect from everyone else, and then from there on it's...
Once there's no more fuel saving, we're going to see a lot more racing. Gavin Thornhill back in the lead lap.
Hunter Halligan, and I don't...
Price still racing.
Top 5, Duran, Desai, Evans, Payer, Warp. New change
so anybody's
here.
race.
Davin's about to lose the draft.
That was not a great start. Not a great
Yeah, he'll
race
get a
start
bump
there.
here and he'll be all right. I don't know why he didn't get a bump right there, but okay. He'll be all right.
Does
He got
he
it.
have damage or something?
No, he
Because
has
he's
it.
about to lose it again.
I'll get on the clock, see what's going on with him. No damage on the front, no damage on the back.
Driver's just not willing to work out as we thought. This will be the top 10 and the lead lap here. A lot of single file action. As the final 50 laps are among us, it is gonna get very racy now. Pretty aggressive. We're gonna turn up the notch here. The win is now really at stake.
Devin got a big run.
Hunter Halligan still in this pack with the leaders, right behind Damon Gilbert, and in between him and Peter Smitna.
Hunter up top.
Tim Pugil also in this pack. Halligan's gonna go around the outside to take a position on Gilbert. Or at least a spot, as Halligan is still a lap down. Tim Pugil and Hunter Halligan trying to get going. Both drivers down a lap or more down.
Here goes the second lane.
As Tim Pugil is the only driver still standing of Heroes United Motorsports.
Davin Thornhill almost lost the draft there for a quick second.
If you're in the back, obviously more and more safe, but also gotta be careful to not lose that draft.
Yeah, if you look back there right now, he just goes for a back and scares me he's gonna lose his pack and not be able to do anything on the lead lap. He needs to work his way up however he can.
Meanwhile, on this outside lane, Pugil and Halligan were trying to keep it going, but Halligan got very loose, and he's going to get loose again. What has been going on with that number 60, twitching all over the place? Outside lane, trying to make the magic once again. This Damon Gilbert and George Bark. They have been doing such good work between each other. As they are going to try to push on the high lane once again. They were successful before. Can they find that success again? It looked like Evans was trying to go up there to block and right the high lane as well. Outside lane and not gonna work this time by. Top 5, Duran, Desai, Zachary Evans, and Cody Payer. George Bark rounds off the top 5, but between Payer and Bark is Hunter Halligan. And it's gonna be Damon Gilbert, followed by Ryan Werp, Peter Smitna, Corvette there, Andy number 9, followed by Davin Thornhill, rounding off the top 10. Yeah, Dwan, Corvette, and Thornhill. Tim Pugil, still a lap down, the rest out of this race. Unfortunate DNF, says Hunter Halligan.
Oh,
Big wreck. Clips Cody Payer.
That's the end of his race.
No caution, we stay green. Hunter Halligan, another driver and spotter miscommunication, clips the nose of Cody Payer. Halligan, big hit on that outside wall. And that is the end of the night for the number 60. Once again, quite shocked that no caution was thrown there. And we've talked about it, that number 60 not being able to control that car so well, and well, there it is once again. Gonna try to drive that car on the apron back to pit road, but it's gonna be very hard to do here.
He tried to come down.
Oh, trouble!
Out.
Caution! What has happened here? Oh no, Tim Pugil! Tim Pugil! So, incident regarding the 2 lapped cars. And Pugil is gonna have to tow that number 3 back to the garage, and that will cause the caution. Wow, the 2 drivers that were laps down, Halligan and Pugil. Big impact from both of them, and both of them might be out of this race. Dominic Luba still in this. He is going to get a lap back here, it seems. Wow, unbelievable. Here is the replay. We're going to take a look at both of them. This is the first one. Hunter Halligan trying to sneak by that gap, but that gap is not going to be too big and not going to be too open for that long. Cody Payer going to stick his nose in. And again, with that number 60, driver and spotter miscommunication goes down right into the nose of Payer, clips the apron, bam, straight into the outside wall. Meanwhile, on the other side, let's ride along here. This is going to be Tim Pugel. What has happened to him? Pushed by Smitna.
Jaden Duran comes out in the lead. Caleb Desai second. George Bark third. Bowman Gilmer fourth. Ryan Rapp fifth. Zachary Evans sixth. Cody Pryor seventh. Peter eighth. Davin ninth. And Carbett 10th. So 11 cars now on the lead lap.
See there, this is the replay for the number 3 of Tim Pugel. Peter Smitna pushing the living hell out of that number 3. Was it an incident while pushing?
So.
Oh, it was. Oh, that's a big hit by Tim Pugel. Smitna was pushing into the corner, accidentally hooks the 3 of Pugel. And
he will be sent to the infield care center and checked out. Hopefully he's okay.
Big hit by Pugel. Another big hit. And like you said, Carter, out of this race. And with Pugel officially out of this race, that will officially conclude the run of Heroes United Motorsports in the DSA 500.
Man, they were a force to be reckoned with for most of this race. That is such a shame to see them all out of the race.
Very tough thing to win this Heroes Motorsports. I would say, honestly, the most dominating team here in this race, and just wow. But yeah, like you heard from Carter Brockmeyer there, Tim Pugel gonna be seen in the infield medical center, hoping that he is okay.
So 19 and Jaden Duran there's a lot to lead.
And so 11 remain here in this race. Unless Hunter Halligan can bring that 60 car out, which I would be so surprised.
Yeah, that car's made out of titanium or something if he gets that out.
Yeah, right? God.
Dominic's on his way out.
So Dominic now 1 lap down, needs 1 caution, and
Hunter Halligan has
eligible.
left. He is officially retired.
So there we go, double DNF for Pugel and Halligan. So from 21, I believe, entries, down to just 11, half cut off and out of this race. With all of them on the lead lap, with the exception of Dominic Lula, who's just going to be 1 lap down. So 1 more caution, and he will get the free pass to go into the lead lap.
Yep. What's going on here with the 68 and 54?
Here we go, Desai and Duran, once again, the Cinderella story of the day. Both of them at the front row once again to restart this race, and into the Race Wrap Guy restart zone we go. Race Wrap Guy, drive fast, look faster. Pace cars in.
35 laps to go.
Here comes Jaden. He's had really good restarts.
8th restart
We'll get another one.
of the day. Green
flag's
flag out.
Another good jump by Jaden there. Caleb Desai, did he get too far ahead? Will Caleb Desai make a move?
They're getting pushy up front.
Looks like they're pushing at least 4 back in line here.
Only one car on the high line.
No one outside's fast when you could get it built up, but no one
Nope,
wants to build
aren't.
up that outside.
The car in P2's blinking. P3's don't have to worry about that.
Laps slowly starting to shrink down more and more as we got their confirmation in the live chat. Tim Pugil, seen and released from the medical center. He is A-OK. Oh, big split there.
Whoa.
George Bark and Damon Gilbert gonna try once again on the outside lane like they've been doing the entire race. Corbett gonna be up there
Damage or
helping.
something?
I am not sure.
That one's just not
He has
wanting
no
to be
pace.
a player in this.
He's probably
Yeah.
wants to see them all crash out.
Now the
Yeah.
decision is gonna come down to that 19, Jaden Duran. Does he block the side on the inside, or does he try to block that run on the outside when it gets going here?
I was Jaden, I'd say on the bottom, there's so much more. There's so much more help on the bottom. 4 cars is better than 2.
Here comes the high lane. Bark side by side with Duran. Big push by Gilbert still.
The side with a big push on the bottom. Like I said, he just needs to stay low.
It's been a
Four's better
two-man
than 2.
show.
He'll eventually get that.
It's been a two-man show there up high.
Gonna come down.
The side needs to keep on hit that 19's bumper there to keep that momentum into the corner. That'll hopefully clear.
A bit of
That
contact.
could
What a
have been
save.
very risky. Great save by Bark. That 54 got shaking.
Here comes Davin finally closing the gap.
And that little touch, that little bit of contact, is all it takes to break that outside lane apart. Well, guys, I would like to thank everyone that has tuned in for this race as we are approaching the final stages of this race. Time to comment down below. Who do you think you have now winning this race after all of the action you've seen here tonight at Talladega
Coming to 30
Superspeedway?
to go. Right now there's 32 to go, and it is getting aggressive. Starting to single file back out though.
And we haven't really talked much about any green flag pit cycles. How do you think everyone's holding up here?
They're gonna have to pit at least one more time.
Yeah, that would be over a 50 lap run, which is you would have to ask for 2 more cautions at least and save the entire time.
A little bit of contact, door-to-door contact in the back between Thornhill and Gilbert. Got the 68 shaking a little bit, just like what happened with Bark.
outside, picked up 4.
Here comes Duan Corvette, leading the charge.
Squirrely, he just had to lead him 3 times on that turn.
Gilbert and Bark still hooked up together. They have been a big point in this race. Great teamwork by the both of them. Here comes Ryan Werp up high. Outside, starting to form here. Ooh, Warp got a little bit shaky there. Officially, 30 laps to go here in the DSA 500.
Here we go.
Corvette goes down low.
Now or never.
Now or never, and there's a couple cars banking on a caution to get back on this lead lap. One of them is mainly the 8 of Luba. Ooh, sorry. I believe Jaden Durain has led the most laps in the race by now.
He's led a few laps for sure.
For sure.
Jaden Duran has led 23 laps. Still not the most laps led. I believe that still goes to Caleb Desai, who has led at least 40.
These last 30 laps usually tick off faster than you realize. And if you're not paying attention and you're still trying to conserve when everyone's pushing, you might just be the tail end of that.
43 laps led by Desai, now 24 by Duran. Cody Payer has not led a single lap this race.
You can't do too little too late in this kind of racing.
Can you imagine how that would be without leading a single lap besides the final one? Cody Payer stealing the win here.
You need to lead the last one.
Yeah. There's been multiple cases in real life and multiple cases in sim racing where there's only one lap that counts, and if you can get that lap,
I mean,
you're the winner.
I mean, think about in real life right now. I'm pretty sure that's what happened at the Daytona 500. Tyler Reddick.
Yeah. Then it was also happened in 2025 at Atlanta with Bell.
Swerving motion there by Corvette in the back.
Davin looking like he's losing the draft. He must have some damage.
He's just been in the back.
Ryan Warp.
I don't know if his car's just lacking on speed or he's doing it on purpose, but
It looks like he has a bit of front bumper dampage.
Ryan Warp
he's
also lost a
putting
ton of
himself in a
positions
position he shouldn't put himself in this late into the race. You do not want to risk losing the pack here. That's nothing you want to do.
there. No, not at all. Especially now coming to just under 25 to go. Ryan Warp all the way to the back after he was almost in the lead. Zachary Evans in 8th. Gilbert and Bark shot out of the top 5.
Yeah, I think that second pack has lost this first pack.
No, they're back in it.
Maybe not. Yep, they're back in it.
Here we go.
But that's what I'm saying with Davin.
What a big slingshot too. Let's see Davin can follow him.
Yeah, Davin needs.
Yeah, he's going up top.
He would have led a couple laps.
Here we
There
go.
he goes.
Side
Ooh, a
by side
big
action.
block.
Big block by Smetnut up there. Damon Gilbert into the lead of this race.
About here's where you gotta put your balls on the dash, as Cletus McFarlane would say.
What a comeback from that second pack. Oh,
Desai.
Desai!
Save it. Save it.
What a save!
Great save by
That's-
Philip Desai below
But
the
that
apron.
he's gonna lose the draft. He needs
he
a
already-
caution now.
He already lost the draft.
Yeah, he's gonna need to prey on a caution from now on.
Driver with the most laps led. Heartbreak once again.
Remember what I said? I don't have announcer curse, and then I said he can't have a heartbreak for 3 times in a row.
Well, there's the third heartbreak. Unless a
I've
caution
been
comes
divorced
out.
4
Bad.
times. I've had 4 in a row.
If he's watching this after, my bad, Desai. Jaden kind of got on the bad spot of that 54.
Yeah, has to be very
Some
careful
moves.
with those coaches. And I mean, Payer's closing down on him as well, so you gotta be careful to not have a instance of don't push the pusher. 23 to go. So boys, final 20 laps coming right up. Still single file. When do you think this is gonna get very aggressive, where we start seeing side-by-side fight all the way to the finish? Gilbert, Clark, Duran, Payer, and Corbett, top 5.
I think Davin has lost the draft here. He's very hit and miss with it.
I believe that is Thornhill and Luba back there.
Hey, Dwayne, can you meet me real quick? Alright, never mind. No, never mind. I'm good. We're gonna have a guest announcer up here.
Hey guys.
Hey, Presley.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you weren't able to finish this race, bud. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good there. I just got caught up in that big wreck on lap 132, I think it was.
Shout out to Hunter for that.
Oh, yeah. I don't mean to be the mean guy when it comes to that, but it was just really difficult. As got loose, bounced off of the 19 car, and just spun up into the wall.
POV from your race until unfortunately you were taken out. But how was your race going before that? Were you on strategy, off strategy? What was going on? What was going through your head?
Well, after I got caught up with the 95 car, putting me that big gap of laps down, I was just trying to enjoy the race, get some laps in, and hopefully finish. But prior to that, spinning, trying to enter the pits the first time was very unfortunate. So that started my laps down, and it was just.
What caused the spin? Did you lock up and end up turning the wheel, or did you hit something, or?
I was braking and my car just started bouncing. I think I got too low on the apron entering.
Okay.
I think it was a pretty good race there. In the end, I contributed, helped the 54 get to the lead at one point. Was pushing the high side of.
He's
a
not
good
too far off the lead now. He's only in second place, so you may have helped
Yeah.
him win the race.
I'm pulling for him here.
Officially less than 20 laps to go. 18 here. Gilbert now leading the charge, followed by Bark, Durant, Payer, and Corvette.
Buckle
Well,
up.
let's see. I don't know if Davin will be able to recover from this little gap this time.
It looks like we have 3 groups, maybe 2.
Davin's been on the verge this entire run of losing that draft. I don't know if he just wants to get runs, but
I think he has front end damage. The front bumper does look. It's kind of hard to tell with this scheme, but it looks like he has some front damage.
yeah. If he it's starting to get to the point where you can't ride in the back the entire race. You got to start working your way towards the front, especially single file like this.
I think he's banking on a caution.
I think here you gotta split this up into good 2 lines here. Try to get some action going. Especially lap 172. Start getting more aggressive.
I mean, caution here is very unlikely, but you know, like we explained it last time, the fear here of the drivers going up high, losing positions, the fear of other drivers not going up with them, that is the main reason what's stopping them from going up high. They know that 100% or like 90% of the time they're not going to get the help and they're just going to lose a ton of positions here. So I think that's what's holding them back here from going double file.
I think this
Do
is
it to mix
where
the
having
positions.
teammates would pay off.
Yeah, he has one teammate in the form of the 8 car, but I don't know
car's way
if he,
behind him, yeah.
Eight cars at the back of the line here, so it's a little unfortunate.
Well, A-Car he's right behind him. He could start giving him some bumps, but he has to get close.
I don't know. He's got to stay in the draft as well.
Speaking of
Yeah, he can't slow
teams,
down to help him.
that teamwork of Gilbert and Bark has been absolutely sensational. Besides Heroes Motorsports, of course, these two have
They're
been
trying to
the
highlight.
core of this race. "15 laps to go. What do you got?"
Got to start making moves. That's what you got.
And now's the time to do it. You can't do it in the last 5 laps.
Remember from our Shake and Bake Daytona race, we stayed single file and we waited too long to try to build out the outside and never could work it out.
Yeah, it's 15 laps to go. About to be 14. You wait too long, that's gonna be disastrous. And once that checker flag waves, you're gonna keep those thoughts of what could have been. I say just go now. Try to ramp up everyone up that outside lane
Do it
and just
now.
try go now. You really don't
It is
have a
now
lot
or
of
never.
options. Not a lot of options. It's very, very limited now, especially for those in the back as they see the laps slowly start ticking down.
I wonder if everybody's good on fuel.
That's also a key factor here.
I think that's the point when you, as broadcasters, we really want to be able to see how much fuel they got left in the tank.
Yeah, they're going to be running close here at the end. That's about a 40 or so lap run, maybe 50 lap run for this last. Now, if you're one of the ones in the back, like Davin, you may have saved enough, but how much will enough matter if the people in front of you save the same amount?
I mean, no matter what happens, what a great race this has been. Drama, action everywhere, all over this racetrack.
and they're coming up on Caleb DSA. That unfortunate day for him. He led, I believe, the most laps here, and just unfortunate consequences.
Didn't want it to happen, but looks like that third heartbreak will become the truth here at the DSA 500.
But coming up on a back marker, that might play a factor. Get out the way.
Let's hope it's not like what happened with me in the 95 where we got caught up there.
It's a big impact there.
Yeah,
That top
I
four.
think the 95. That
breaking
second
up
hit on
into
that
two groups
95
again.
saved you from killing the inside wall.
Yeah, like Michael said, I was just about to say that top four looked like it was slowly starting to take off on the rest, but
I think they're just trying to build momentum or save. One or the other.
Close on fuel.
But with the way these front are pushing, they're acting like they have plenty of fuel.
DSA gonna be on the high lane here as he will, of course, let everyone by at the bottom.
The respectful thing to do as a driver.
He's gonna block
Cannot
off.
get in the way.
He's gonna block off the top four from the rest of the pack.
If there's caution, he'll get that lap right back.
Now Dom has to battle him for that position.
I mean, but it's very, very tough. Dominic Lubin, Davin Thornhill still there at the back, haven't been able to recover, and it looks like
I
they're
think they lost the
generally gonna.
draft, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're generally gonna start losing the draft here, unless they can somehow.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Unless they can somehow catch a little bit of that draft by Evans.
I think it's over.
Yeah. They were playing too close to the line of no return, and
Well, boys,
they for sure passed it.
the moment is finally here. 10 laps to go here at Talladega. Who will win this insane race here at the DSA 500?
Yeah, 8 drivers with a chance. Two groups. You're gonna have to get that high line started now. It would be nice and even with a 4 and 4. That back marker needs to get out of the way. Somebody go high.
9 laps to go. Like I mentioned earlier, those in the back, laps slowly starting to tick down. You have to do something here if you want a chance.
I'm starting to overheat a little bit again. Thank you. I'm gonna 80% for a little bit.
Well, it's not the time to 80%. You gotta risk it for the biscuit here.
With
To the outside. Here we go.
It's getting
was
racy
this a
now. Here we
tactic,
go.
maybe? Was this a tactic? Throw out some confusion and just try to gain on it?
19 for the lead.
Well, I don't know what the tactic was,
and
but it's
neck.
gonna work. Here we go. Jaden Duran on the high lane.
Jaden said his car was overheating. This free air will pull him down a little bit.
Side by side for the
Yeah,
lead
on
into
the
the
outside.
backstretch.
Can the outside get the momentum off 3 and 4?
They need 1 or 2 more cars up there.
If they can get at least one more car up there, it's gonna be sweet.
The cars in the back thinking about it. They just don't want to commit. If you're in the back, you have nothing to lose at this time. So just go high. It might pay off.
At this point, yeah, you really don't really have any other options. Outside, starting to
Keep
fade.
side drafting. Outside just needs a side draft as much as they can.
That's what I was about to say. The exact same thing. Side draft the absolute crap out of that. Duran back into the inside.
Jaden got down.
Also keep in mind, in case we do go into overtime, 3 overtime shots here at Talladega.
What's he gonna do with it? Keep in line? Yeah, he will.
They're getting a little feisty in the back here.
Gotta be very
Watch
careful.
out there.
Most of
what
our
we got?
wrecks today
5
have been in
to go?
the back. I believe we got 5 to go. Or
5
6.
to go here.
6 to go.
6.
This is 6 to
Six?
go here.
Believe this is coming around this next lap. I think this is when you guys will start making the big jumps trying to get to the lead here.
Yeah, they're gonna get feisty.
All or nothing for that 85.
Either wreck it or win it. And
Yeah,
remember,
this
there is a paid prize for the top 5. Now, of course, these drivers are going to want to finish in the top 5. There's 9
This is
of
where
them.
you put the nuts
Only
out
5
on
of them
the
are getting
dash.
paid.
Officially, 5 laps to go left here in the DSA 500. When do you make the move to try and bring your car to victory lane?
You can't make it too early.
They're fighting in that back really aggressively.
I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them spin it.
Oh, that was a big
lucky.
block.
Holy.
Masai tried to make a move and
The 25 car just slammed the door on him.
yeah.
Got out of line here too just now.
Ryan Warp and Peter Smith are trying to work on the outside lane, but so far, no luck. Jaden Duran looked like he was going to go up high, but no luck still.
He
4
wants
laps
to,
to go.
I think they might just stay bumper to bumper all the way home. You got to try something. You can't give up now.
With the prize that's up at stake, I don't think anyone would be satisfied.
with a second place finish.
Well, we talk about how Gilbert and Mark are teammates, right?
As of right, I am actually unsure, but they've been working together the entire race.
They might as well be teammates.
Possibility that they might be talking about possibly maybe splitting, going half and half.
Very true. Very
Defend?
true.
Do anything to win. If that means you got to pay the guy behind you to make sure you win, it's a good strategy.
Final 3 laps. Let's go.
Someone needs to do something because these
Yep,
two
that
are
highline. That highline's
With the
coming.
19 cars. He's moving around there.
Yeah, Jaden's looking for anything he's got.
Oh, wrecking!
Caution. Caution, big.
No that
caution.
caution. He's back on the track.
No caution.
Smith and Evans get into it. No caution. We stay green.
I'd say that's a debatable no caution right there.
I think he cleared off the track, and I think it's good to just keep pushing.
One of them bounced back onto the track.
2 more drivers.
Highline.
He came back down.
Dude, why the fuck are you not going to talk?
Race over. 2 more drivers. 2 laps to go. Just a little bit over 5 miles of racetrack left. Duran is trying to give it everything he can on the high lane.
No
No
one
help.
wants to make any moves.
How much you want to bet this is going to come down to the final lap? The final lap is
Well,
when they're going to make moves.
I was informed by Xavier.
Here comes Duran.
I racing, so don't put that on me.
Duran, Desai, and Warp coming
Duran,
up
here we
high.
go.
It's going to be a 3-on-4.
Ran outside.
The side looked to get a little loose there. Lost the draft
Look
with
on
19.
Through the
There's
tri-oval. It's all going to come
Coming to the
down
white
to the
flag.
final lap. White flag. 1 lap to go in the DSA 500.
Here we go.
Here we
There
go.
you go.
50
Here's
seconds
where
left
the
of
big
racing.
moves happen.
This is where you put everything on
Here
the
comes
dash.
Duan Corbett.
This is all the chips here.
They're all very close to each
Oh,
other.
the 19 makes a move. He got out of line there.
Ooh, very risky with Ryan Warp contact between the 45 and the 19. Here comes Cody Payer.
The 54, he lost it with the 68 there. He's losing
That
a little
outside
bit.
lane is moving.
Call anything? What-
Oh!
Contact.
Out of turn 4 for the final time.
Oh, the 77 and the 54 bouncing off of each other. The 45
Does
getting the
anyone
push.
have any?
68.
I
to
don't
the
think
win.
anyone will have
The
it.
race-
Damon
race-
Gilbert.
Let's go.
Wow.
Damon Gilbert. Oh my.
No one
That's a
had
nerve.
any moves, any shot, and Damon Gilbert wins the DSA 500.
Let's go. Good for him.
That
He
was
re-
a
he
great
really-
finish, but
He really dominated that later parts of the race. Good for him.
Contact.
as soon as they got the Sai and Duran out of the way, those two took off and did not let anyone by.
Contact over and over again throughout that final lap, and the teamwork between George Bark and Damon Gilbert. Absolute wild finish.
Tracking car? They're still going.
I cannot wait to talk to him.
Unbelievable. It looked like Payer had the run, but some contacts here and there won't be enough. Oh my.
Some drivers not very happy with that decision to not throw a caution.
Unbelievable.
Woohoo!
I think that was a very
Good race.
fair race and clean race in the end.
Very clean. Nah, unfortunately, ended up taking half the field.
What a finish. Well, Presley, thank you for a thumb up here in that final call.
Gotta get some time interviewing. I just gotta, y'all give me a good question
You know
to
what?
ask Gilbert and Bart.
Yeah, you can stay up here for the interviews. Why not?
You crossed the line at the exact same time. That is wicked.
I'm gonna be honest. I fully expected Payer to have that run there, but wow. Damon Gilbert, your DSA 500 winner here at Talladega. And I don't see anyone currently in the waiting room, so we'll wait a couple minutes before we make the call to end it. But that is unbelievable. Well, boys, what do you think about that finish?
What a finish, huh? What a finish.
I mean, we warned them,
It-
you know, gotta make the moves now, and well,
Yeah, they waited too long, and then they tried to start. They tried to just fight it out at the end. Like they waited way too long to start taking that line.
I have a feeling that if they tried that move with 3 to 2 to go and not wait until the final lap, that would have been it. That
They
would
coulda
have
did
been
something.
a race-winning move right there. Wow.
Guys, I'm trying to take a look here at this finish between the 19. Sorry, I can't pronounce names that well, but
Jaden
the
Duran.
19 and the Jaden Duran and what was that? The 9 car.
Jaden Duran, Juan Corbett, Cody Payer.
It looked extremely close. Extremely close. Looking like they tied coming to the line there. That's for 5th place.
Jaden Duran got him by an inch.
So the top 5 payout will be Gilbert, Bark, Payer, Warp, who got the final spot. That does look like Duran will actually have to wait for race control. But that is too close to call for the final prize spot there.
I'd say Duran by a hair.
Well,
If
boys, let's start the post-race interview here. I do have someone in the waiting room. Let's get up here. Your race winner. Let's get him up here. Damon, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Damon Gilbert, your race winner here at Talladega. Gilbert, obviously, we have to talk about that teamwork between you and George Bark. What an absolute performance of teamwork there. And ultimately, push from him all the way to the line. That will take you to the DSA 500 win. How does it feel to not only work with Bark in this race, but to get the race win here tonight?
Yeah, that was a long one for sure. That was a really exciting race there. Like everything pretty much went to plan, sort of. We got caught in a pretty George had to do a reset lap like 25 with one of those first wrecks, and then like 60 to go. I ended up getting stuck in a wreck, but I actually only just repaired the car. I didn't take the reset just in case of how some of that stuff was going there. So I took a gamble on that, and then luckily the car actually held speed. And I told George, I was like, it's just time to go, dude. We just got to go to the front. And once we took the lead, I don't think anybody was gonna mess with us there. We pretty much showed them how to do it there.
And we talked about it up here in the broadcast booth. A lot of drivers waited way too long to make the move. What was your reaction there on the final lap as you saw the drivers not really making a move? And what came through your mind as you went out of turn 4 with the thought, hey, I might just win this whole thing?
Well, so it was a bunch of emotions there because this is the first time I've ever drove this car. So I don't know how
First
the draft
time
package.
win?
I don't know how the draft package really works. So me and George were both in here guessing because we both don't race this car. So like coming down the back there, like we got a little separated, and I was like, dude, I don't know what lane to go in, if I should hold bottom or go protect like the 3 cars up in the middle lane. But I luckily just kind of just flip-flopped a little bit back and forth and gave him enough air to keep him forward.
Absolutely tremendous win here. What a performance by you and Bark, and a completely deserving DSA 500 win. That is unreal. That is your first time in these cars. It did not look like that at all. You look like a whole pro out there at Dega. But nonetheless, congratulations for your win here at the DSA 500. Is there any final shoutouts that you would like to do?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for putting this on, and mainly my buddy there, George Bark.
Alrighty. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Damon Gilbert, your DSA 500 winner, taking the top prize here. Go enjoy that trip to Victory Lane, my guy.
Congrats on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, let's get up here. George Bank here. He is going to be your P2 finisher here at Dega. Let's get him on here. George, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
George, we just got notification from Gilbert here that this was one of your first times in this car. What an absolute performance, though. Great teamwork by you and him. Talk me through this whole race, and what do you think about your performance here, finishing off this incredible race in P2?
They're long races, 500 miles. I've done quite a few of them over the last, I don't know, it's almost 20 years on this service. So, I don't know, it's just another race. I haven't really fooled around with the next-gen car. We've kind of taken a step away from iRacing and only play it when we got nothing else going on. But we really just took what they gave us. Played it safe.
Nonetheless, great run by you here. Great run by Gilbert. I gotta say, after this incredible performance here at the DSA 500, what's next for you and Gilbert here in the DSA Racing Group?
Who knows? We race on the real side, so it just depends on what we got going on. So, like, Saturday night's kind of killer for us. But you know, we'll keep an eye on your league, and when we're available, we'll probably show up.
The real side. What do you mean by that?
Me and Damon race go karts.
There you go. There's the experience.
That's what gets you flying down that track right there, and able to weave through all those accidents.
Yeah, it helps. You know, the sim really helps though too on the real side. So they both play hand in hand.
Nonetheless, what a performance here by you, George. Great result here. P2 finish at the biggest race of the DSA Racing Group here this year so far. Is there any final shout outs that you'd like to do?
Just really glad to be a part of it. The whole group at DSA, they seemed to put on a really straightforward show. It was fun. It was admin pretty well. Just really would like to thank them and you guys for broadcasting it.
Thank you very much. George Bark, your P2 finisher here in the DSA 500. Go enjoy that result.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, and I do not see Cody Payer up here in the waiting room, so I believe that will be it for tonight. Jesus.
I think he's just trying to celebrate, trying to enjoy it.
I mean, what a race we had here at Talladega. 500 miles, 188 laps, filled with drama, filled with action. It could have not been better. Obviously, very tough for those cars that waited way too long to get going. But at the end of the day, it will be Damon Gilbert taking the win here at Talladega. Let's go over the race results really quickly before we get going. Damon Gilbert, of course, your DSA 500 winner. It's going to be George Bark P2, Cody Payer, rounding off your podium top 3 here. It's going to be Ryan Werp and Jaden Duran. Photo finish for 5th. And the final top 5 prize between him and Duan Corbett. It's going to be Davin Thornhill, Caleb Desai, Dominic Luba, Zachary Evans rounding off the top 10. Then followed up by Peter Smetana. Then Tim Pugel, Hunter Halligan, Matthew Hill, Presley Bromberg, Travis Eccles, Cole Christopher, and Nikki rounding off the final result here at Talladega. What a race, what a performance. Actually, I just got notice here that we do have Cody Payer, so we're actually going to send him by here.
Get Cody in here.
I am assuming you have questions for him.
I gotta ask him how it had to have felt going that fast in the end, being that close to wrecking and finishing that race.
Let's get Cody up here. Cody, can you hear us?
What's up?
There we go. Presley, you can
My
shoot off.
My bad.
I gotta ask you, that last lap, bouncing off of the door of the 54, how did it feel trying to keep that car straight?
It was a little difficult, but I took a bump on that backstretch from whoever was behind me as well, and it shot me up. So I just took it, went for it, and then held that high line until I couldn't no more, and just pushed into his door while he pushed into mine, and we finished across together.
Very, very close to pushing to P2 for that position, but spectacular race and way to keep that car straight. I'll hand it back to Dwayne to ask you some more.
Thank you.
Cody, great run, great efforts by you. Unfortunately, may not be the highest result that you wanted, but that is still a podium spot here for you in the top 3. I want your thoughts there on the final lap. We mentioned it in the broadcast. Maybe there were some drivers that took way too long to initiate the final move. Do you think that you could have had the race win here if the drivers just started initiating those moves when about 3 to 2 laps to go and not wait until the final lap?
That's how Talladega is. If one car starts moving, they all start moving on that backstretch going into those turns 3 and 4. But nobody started moving, and I don't know if I was the only one that got shot up and just held it, but I think somebody came from behind me. But if there was more movement, there could have been a crazy finish. But I think that was a good finish overall.
Yeah, nonetheless, what a great finish here for you in the DSA 500. Top 3 result. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
I want to shout out my team. I was the only one to be able to make it tonight. but I showed up for back bumper bandits, and we still got a lot more to prove here in the league.
Absolutely correctly said. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Payer rounding off your podium here at Talladega. Go celebrate that podium swap, my guy.
I do have one more question here. Sorry, it's a little late.
Fire away.
Let's hear it.
Didn't really go into the specifics, but emotionally coming across the line in third, how did it feel to finish behind the 54, but in front to where you finish on the podium there?
You know, I assumed they were working together. They were teammates, so I hooked onto the back of them. My heart was racing. Just floating down that back stretch, feeling the wind in my hair, and you know, we just did what we could, got through the finish line in third place, and we're happy with that one.
It seems perfect from that side of the view inside the car.
Always
Well,
nice.
I'll let you go enjoy that podium there and go
Yeah, thank you,
celebrate it.
guys.
Alrighty.
Well,
Eh,
thank you, Dwayne, for having me on. I'll let you send us off here,
Ar-
and looking forward to the next race.
Alrighty. Thank you for coming up here as our guest here in the broadcast booth.
Thank you.
Alrighty, with that being said, that will be it for tonight. Again, what a race, what a finish this has been. I was not expecting that finish at all. What a way for David Gilbert to hold on to that race win. A completely deserving DSA 500 win, and he's going to go out with a sweet, sweet payout. As we still have to wait who the 6th randomly chosen lucky winner is, but we'll probably find out soon. But that will be it for tonight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this amazing race. If you want to keep up with the action here of the DSA Racing Group, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of the action. And we will be back with the action Thursday night, back to the Supporting Heroes Cup Series for round 8, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be round 8 at Texas Motor Speedway. You do not want to miss it. But that is going to be it. This is going to be the send-off. I'd like to thank everyone up here that joined us in the commentator booth. Xavier Beauregard, Presley Bromberg for making a guest appearance, and of course, Carter Brockmeyer and Michael Egermont, who helped me commentate and broadcast this race. That being said, it's going to be Dwayne Crespo signing off for tonight. We will see you all next week. Peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your night.